Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Victory Drive. Man, I hope everyone had a great holiday break, season, if you will. Christmas, New Year's, all the stuff. All the stuff just got over. And we are back to the daily grind of either work or school or, whatever you're doing. The holidays are over, fun's over, time to get back to reality and kick off 2026 with a regular work week. But anyways, it's been great. It was a great time. I had a good time over the holidays. Accomplished a lot as far as family time goes. Didn't really get out there and hunt a whole lot. I'll be honest with you. My freezers are full, so I'm not really stressing the hunting stuff anymore right now. I do still have a one buck tag I can fill. And, I'm okay with that. I have 1 week left here in Iowa as far as buck killings goes. So if I see a giant out there somewhere, I'm definitely going to make a move. But my freezers are pretty near completely full. So it's going to have to be a pretty big buck. So I'm not really big on shooting way more than you need to. And we already shot a lot down in southern Iowa. And I just don't really need the meat, so it's like going out there and sitting late season when you don't need the meat. It's kind of like fucking hard to get out there. And I also don't have my eyes on any like giants in my area that I can go hunt. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, what am I going to do? Just go walk around fucking public land. I'm about to do that a lot during shed season, but just go walk around to see if I can find something. Like, I don't know. I haven't found them yet, and I've had the whole season, so I guess we'll see. I guess it's like, it is what it is. It's getting down there, getting harder and harder to find them, and if you do find them, then sometimes they've been shed already or all broke up from fighting. So just kind of a tough year. I'm not a huge late season guy. Maybe it's because I suck at it, but it is what it is. Everybody, hopefully everyone else out there either tagged out already or is at least in the chips on a big one. I hope that for you guys. I have faith in you. It's not me, not myself for late season here, But anyways, on the episode here, we got a great episode for all of you this week. It's the final Kansas podcast episode, the final one from Kansas, the culminating event, some would say. The one where we all get together and have a great time. Spoiler alert, if you don't keep up on social media or anything like that, I did kill a buck in Kansas. So this is it. This is the celebratory episode of shooting a big mature buck in Kansas. So we got everyone together, got Mike Miller, the turkey killer, Peanut, and Taylor, and Ashley, obviously she's there. All together, we have a great time on this episode. It's full of great stories. Like, I think I talk about my buck a little bit there and overall Kansas hunt camp and just some really great stories from years past with the rest of the guys from the group between Taylor, Peanut, and Mike. They got some really good stories. So we had fun. We're taking shots of Kill Bottle, drinking some beers. Everyone besides Mike. Mike is an unsweet tea kind of guy. But some great stories in this episode. I really hope you guys enjoy this one because I know I did. I really enjoyed listening back to it during editing a little bit here and trying to spice things. Because I will say one thing. It was really cold there, and that generator was working hard. So it did take quite a bit of cleanup work on my end in the editing because it did sound kind of atrocious in the beginning because that generator is working so damn hard. And, there's something going on with my mic. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but there's something going on with it. So I did have to spend quite a bit of time in the editing room on this one to get it sounding as good as I could. So if there is some imperfections here and there, then, sorry, but it's fucking awesome. It's a great podcast, and I know you guys will enjoy it. So I'm going to stop rambling here and just get on with it. I do have to say, Victory Drive is brought to you by Grizzly Coolers. They've been around since the beginning with Victory Drive, and they're just a great company with great people making great products. check out their coolers, whether they're soft side or hard side coolers. I know it's winter. Not a lot of people are thinking about coolers season right now. But if you do have a place, if you're trying to travel far, I guess, and you need to keep some stuff cold, then guess what? We're surrounded by ice. You can grab some fucking snow out of the bank and fill that Grizzly cooler up there and keep your stuff cold. Free ice. You don't have to go to Quick Casey's or Quick Star and buy a bag or worry about dumping your entire ice load from the freezer at your house into your cooler and make your wife mad because now she has to sit there and wait for the ice to refreeze and remake in the fancy dancy freezer that you got. But now she's pissed off because she can't have her iced tea and lemonade or whatever it is because she has to wait for the ice to get remade because it takes 17 fucking hours for those things to remake ice. So if that doesn't sell you, wintertime, snow, Grizzly cooler, keep your stuff cold, keep your wife happy, buy a cooler or something, and support the brands that support the show. I do want to say patreon.com. Check that out if you want to further invest in this show yourself personally. That would be greatly appreciated. We got YouTube sometimes now, every once in a while, very hit or miss on YouTube. We will try to make that more consistent. Hopefully this year, we get more content to put out there and more stuff, but lots of stuff. Oh my gosh, 2026 is already starting off with a bang. I do want to put out there too, real quick. The trailer's done. We recorded in the trailer in Kansas. We're going to continually make little changes to make the trailer even better. So if you guys have any podcast guest episode or guest ideas or people in mind, just throw them in the comments on any social media platform. That's probably the best way to do it. Just throw them in the comments. Be like, hey, this is an awesome podcast. You should be on it. Fucking whoever the fuck. I don't know. Whoever you put in there. Whatever person you like that has a good... That's the thing, too, is like... I'm traveling around now doing this podcast thing, but I don't want to travel... to Texas every week. That doesn't fucking make sense. It's not fiscally responsible or smart. But if there's a place like down south where I need to get to, it'd be nice to schedule some of those in groups. So just kind of my thought process on the trailer thing, and so you guys are all understanding. But I'm very open to any guest ideas, so shoot them my way. Let me know. That's pretty much about it. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I'm going to stop rambling. Time now.
Fava beans.
Oh, that's such a creepy movie.
Okay. Everyone go around and tell me their names so I can sound check them.
Jacob Johnson.
Michael Miller.
Peanut. Taylor.
Peanut.
Peanut living good.
You know what's funny?
Peanut good.
Is I was looking at all your deer and stuff today, and I was looking at the you have on one of the whiskey barrels, you have that big deadhead, like that 8-pointer that just has shit everywhere. I looked down, I'm like, Peanut living good, deadhead. And I'm like, dang, they wrote down on official park living good.
When I graduated high school, they called my name when I walked across stage as Peanut Living Good. They didn't even say my full name.
Oh, really?
Like freshman year of high school, when I walked in there, teacher called David Living Good, said here, and went around. She looked, she said, Peanut, she said, you ain't on my class list. You may want to go to the office, see if they switch your schedule. I'm like, all right. Like, Actually thought my parents named me Peanut
How'd you get that nickname?
since I was a baby.
Oh, really?
Nobody knows. It's been called it my entire life. Yeah, it's.
You've just always been Peanut.
I mean, even my grandparents called me Peanut. Like usually,
Right?
they call you by your real name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I never had my sister called me Fuzz for a little bit, but I grew out of that one pretty quick. I never had like a nickname like that just stuck forever.
Yeah, I made some hunters, they'll just know me as David Living Good because it's on everything. They'll come in there and call me David, and they'll start saying David, and I won't pay no attention. I'm not used to be calling them. Like, oh, shit, you talking to me? You call me Peanut.
When I first met you too, I think at ATA, you introduced me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm James Johnson. You're like, I'm Peanut. All right.
Okay,
sick. Nice. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But mine?
What's your name?
Taylor.
That work?
You got me.
We didn't bring the kill bottle in here with us.
Do you want me to go grab it?
Yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah, we got to take another one on the
Probably should.
podcast. So, yeah.
Where's that? It's on the bar.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
it's on the
take mine.
Taylor already did that once. He already took a extra shot of Kill Bob. But when Ash gets back, we'll get into that story. But it's a good day.
Heck yeah.
It was a good day. It's a cold day.
Very
Right.
cool.
That's what he's waiting for.
It is what we're in for.
Like, yeah. I mean, I could have told y'all pretty well all week. You could just got drunk at night, slept in, just hung out around camp, and we went out today and killed.
What?
You know,
Is it on that?
Weather.
Yeah.
You got to put in any time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Got to play the game.
Yeah. What's funny is like back at home and stuff like that, if you're, doing the sitting game, and waiting, I mean, I don't know a whole lot of guys that are sitting out in the morning. So I was actually kind of surprised when I came in and we're like, yeah, we're going to hunt mornings. Like, oh, okay. I was expecting like, yeah, we'll roll, like wake up whenever and get roll out around 2 or so and go sit for the evenings. But we had some good sits in the morning too, though.
Oh yeah, and we got to get our naps in. We got to get y'all out there so we can come back and nap.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fair enough. There you go. You even got little glasses
shooters.
on it. All right.
Little red solo cats.
I guess we'll probably start with. You just want to. We'll start with our story, I guess. You don't have a microphone, but
You tell it, and then we'll do another one later.
okay. Well, we killed today. We finally got a buck, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's day 6, right?
Yeah.
Day 6, and we went out on the Saturday. We didn't. I'll just keep it nice and short and sweet today, but we're partying a little bit. We're having a little fun because went out there and I mean didn't see a whole lot today. Actually, didn't see anything except from the neighbors. And then right last night, Ashley and I were talking. And we were just like, hey, you know what? She kept saying this like all week. She's like, you can all change in a minute. We only need 1 minute. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. All right, that's what we need. We only need 1 minute. And we're sitting there waiting. And sure as shit, like that shooting light ended at 5:33, and she tapped me on the leg. She's like, fuck. And here he strolled in at 5:30. But it was, I mean, I don't know. It was a good night. It was just like, I didn't know what buck it was. I don't think we had him on camera. Did we, Peanut?
No, I probably got some pictures of him, but he wasn't one of the target ones.
Right.
But when he, like his body, like he's the oldest one in that block. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
For
Like
sure.
he is huge.
yeah, he was really big.
But
And I remember I was looking at him through the binoculars. I couldn't really see a whole real well through the binoculars. I have 12x50s, so like
yeah,
they're a little bit like they can get out there. They're 12s, so I was like looking at him, like, gosh, I can't really see very great out of this thing. I may just need to check through my scope. And I was looking at him through my scope, and I had to go full magnification on him all the way to 15 power. And I was looking at him like, gosh, his head was down, he was feeding, and I was looking at him, and I could just see his body. Like, gosh, the thing looks like a barrel-chested bastard. I'm just looking at him like, waiting. I'm like, I just don't know. I knew he was tall, like he's a tall 8-pointer coming in
Frank the Tank.
Yeah, that's what he was. He's Frank the Tank, and he's down face first in the feed, just feeding away. And then he finally put his head up, and I'm like, I think it's him. I'm gonna kill him.
Then boom.
Yeah, then we shot him. It was great.
Heck yeah, yeah. And I mean, he's 6+ all day long. I mean,
Like
Big
I always like to say, he's old enough he should be drawing a check.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he is a huge body deer. Like we got a trail cam picture of him there, and I was like, it ain't the tall one, but it looks like a decent one. When we walked up on him when doing recovery, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one we'll kill.
He sent me a text and says, is it the tall one? I said, I don't know. All I know is there's a big body.
Yeah,
he's a
That's
bull.
pretty tall. I knew he was 8'4". I knew his big body. He looked kind of tall coming in, but I mean, after looking at him and stuff, then looking back at the trail, get pictures of the old, like the tall one. I was like, that you would have noticed that one.
yeah. He's like, 3 foot off top of his head.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy buck.
Yeah.
I've never seen a buck like that before in my life.
I mean, all year long, like I've got videos of him on scrapes, come at the feeder, this thousands of pictures of him this year, and he's hadn't been seen yet. I mean, by a hunter. And
have you had pictures of him daylight too?
oh yeah,
Mhm.
like he'd be out there hitting a scrape on the field edge, middle of the day, be heading right to that block of woods, be a bow hunter in there, and he just buoyed them.
No shit.
Like, I mean, I didn't have no early season, like basically from when we started bow hunting middle of October now, like literally I get it may be nighttime or daytime, but there's usually not a 2-day span goes by. I don't get a picture of him. Like he's there. It's just,
Jeez. He's smart.
yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty slick.
Yeah. I mean, how old do you think that buck is?
It's
Hard to
hard to tell, but I mean, he's old, but
Mhm. I mean, has he been around ever since you've been here? Do you think you
I
have
don't-
history like that, or are you just like,
I got to look back. I go through so many pictures, and like unless they're just, of course, that's a unique deer. I don't think anything that tall in the years past, but he may have just moved in there. That's catch a lot of new deer on that side of the property.
okay? that makes
Sometimes,
sense. Mhm.
but
You know how you kill those unique deer?
Shouldn't
Unique up on them.
you go on there? I knew there was something going on. Like, I want to feed this, but I don't know how to right now. So I'm
And,
just gonna say something stupid.
And those high fence tame deer. You know how you kill them tame deer?
Hit me.
Tame way. Unique up.
Same way. Okay. God dang. How did I fall for him twice? I'm like sitting there thinking, I'm trying to calculate. I'm pretty good at these.
Yeah.
Let's
Unique
see.
in and unique out.
Yeah, my dad's about that one. Honestly. And he probably already knows that. I'd probably say it to him, and he's like, "Oh, you unique up on him." I'm like, God. All right, Dad. Whatever. I won't play any more dad jokes then. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, Ashley and I will cover it a little bit more whenever we podcast, but
yeah,
it's a good day. So
heck yeah.
maybe we got to hit the old kill bottle again. real
Yeah,
quick.
we did it at the recovery site, so we go do it here at the beginning of the podcast, and then maybe a couple more times throughout it.
We'll see where life takes
Hey,
us.
we ain't got to get up in the morning.
That's true. We ain't got to. I mean, we're all tagged out
All
now.
tagged out.
The only, I mean, I did say that. I shouldn't have said this joke, but when I first walked in, you're like, hey, 100% so far. I'm like, well, hopefully I don't screw that up for you. Almost did.
Yeah, no,
Oh, we did.
Still had 1 day left,
Yeah.
maybe half a day, but
This was our last planned
day. Yeah.
But we left that buffer of Sunday, but he's like, could we make it work? Like, I can just call my boss is pretty cool. Maybe I can call him and just be like, hey, I don't know. Maybe I need to just be honest, be like, need to kill this deer.
Or like,
Maybe you say yes, or maybe I say, we're snowed in.
yeah,
I don't know.
I got
Ashley actually mentioned that, said that the highway was shut down or whatever.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Shut down travel.
I-80 and I-35. So, I don't know. Is I-35 still open? Or is it closed?
I
So,
think everything's open. They
Okay.
were talking about one of them, and then the one they were advising no travel.
well, it was pretty darn close. I-80 was definitely closed down. I mean, we saw some video footage and shit of it.
Yeah, state patrol.
It was pretty bad. Pretty bad up there.
So you wouldn't be embellishing the truth any.
Not really. Yeah. People like, I'm scared. I don't want to go through that.
Technicalities, whatever.
And I'll drive through the damn blizzard to get to like deer hunting. But just to get back to work, it's like, dang, I don't want to die. I don't want to die going to work.
No.
All right, let's shoot it real quick before we get going. I can tell Taylor is he's a little social lubricant.
Y'all, what do y'all want a shooter? Or y'all just want to pull her out of the bottle?
Nah, I don't care. We already all pulled out of the bottle.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this kills 99% germs anyway.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, 90 proof, so it kills 90% of them.
at least.
All right.
I'll take those chances. I'd buy a lotto ticket that said it's 90%
Yeah.
chance of winning.
You know this old
Because I'm like, no, Mike, no.
Mike's gonna take
gonna
it.
16 years.
Unleaded.
Cheers.
Cheerios.
When they came out for this stuff, they didn't like being in the outfitting business and taking a kill shot every time somebody kills. It's a little different world.
Yeah.
Like we
Dwindles
drank a
your stash
lot
down.
of that stuff this year.
Yeah, they didn't give you enough bottles, I don't
No,
think. You had to break
they-
into your personal stash.
Yeah, I even had to get out my numbered bottles to open up.
And you gave one away.
Yeah. It was, we finished it off. He said, I'm going to take this. And I'm like, all right. And I looked and I was like, shit, that's a number bottle.
That's when you know you've had a pretty good season.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. That is true.
Yeah, we've had a crazy season. Like this is, year 4 and finally getting everything lined out with the point system and everybody drawing. This is like one of the first basically full years I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Like every past 3 years has been first year, not many, second year, a little more, third year, still not where I wanted to be. Then this year, boom, we was there.
Yeah.
And we've been killing shit. Like,
For sure.
Well, you were
Like-
going over the stats last night when we were podcasting a little
Yeah.
bit, and you don't have a whole, you're even, obviously your shot success, I think, as of right now is 100%, right?
well, so
Minus
in
the shooter.
muzzleloader and guns, 100%.
Yeah.
And then archery, I think I had 2 people all season not have a shot opportunity at a
Mature deer.
mature deer.
Okay.
There's a couple of them that is kind of like deer you killed, freaking 6 years old and older. This wasn't a booner, so they elected to pass, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
had in the bow range. But
Well, does that count, though? Like you put you got him in a spot with a mature buck walking
yeah,
past him.
yeah,
It's like,
that we got
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
our job, for
Right.
that 6 days. Like, yeah, like me myself. I mean, I'm after the number.
mhm.
A lot of hunters is after the number game now, not this mature deer.
Mhm.
But when you go on a 6-day hunt, like there's only so many mature deers go walk in front of you.
Well, and there's, yeah, I mean, not me. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not to that point where I'm going after a number. I need this number in order to,
Yeah.
like,
I'm just saying.
in order to, that's just not a goal of mine yet.
Yeah.
I just want to kill mature deer. I don't
yeah,
give a fuck if it's
100%.
95 inches or 195 inches.
That's why.
I want to shoot. Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. That's why everybody should be. But
Yeah.
it's just I've like some hunters like come in. It's like me. Like you just got if you're after a numbers game, you got to be willing to eat
You gotta be one of
tags.
these tags.
You
Yep.
just ain't go kill every year.
Mhm.
It's just especially in a short amount of time.
Oh yeah, and I have buddies like that, like Ross,
Oh yeah.
Bigger, and Austin Chandler. Like Austin doesn't like eating tags, but he never really kills anything small or immature either.
Yeah.
But he would be. He's getting the point. Like I think Ross has passed a lot of really good deer, and like I've seen other guys like they were passing 170-inch bucks. So like
Mhm.
not quite there. He's only 5.5. I need him to get 6.5, and it's like fuck that.
Yeah.
Not me. Like I will say, I was telling you in the truck too. I'm like, now, granted, I say I don't really. It's not that I don't care about how big they are, because I do.
Yeah.
But it's like if I have a 185-inch buck out there and an 85-inch buck out there, and the 85-inch buck might be more mature, maybe he's a year older, and what he's let's say he's 7.5, and then the 185 incher is 5.5. I'm going to shoot the 185 incher.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just going to.
Yeah.
But if an 85 incher walks in front, you know, and he's, you know, 7.5 years old, I'm going to shoot him. Anyways, if he's the only one out there, then I'll be just as happy. I'll be super stoked about it. But yeah, it's a weird, like, kind of like goals and stuff with hunting. Everyone's so different. That's what's so fun about hunting in general, I think.
But,
it's different goals
absolutely.
and talking about it.
You know,
You're going to mount that deer?
We are. Yeah.
That's great.
On the way in, I was like,
It's your first deer together, huh?
yeah.
well,
It's our first whitetail. I mean, we shot African animals together. We shot roe deer together. It's kind of fucking backwards, actually.
Yeah.
But
what
she
was you
hates the cold.
What was you gonna say,
So-
Mike?
But back to the mounting part of it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, when you do mount that deer, make sure I turn my head first. I don't want to watch it. I get embarrassed.
Okay. Well, you didn't actually want the story on how we came up on it. You have another damn joke ahead of you.
I'm pretty sure there's laws against that shit.
I hope so. Not only is that,
Well, I don't know. I mean,
it's not animal
you
cruelty, but
yeah,
they
you
kill
kill
you.
it and you put your tag on it. It's yours. now.
I guess you can do
know,
whatever you want.
You own it.
It is your property, yeah, I guess.
He's told that so many hunters are like, hell yeah, I'm gonna mount it. He's like, well, let me turn my head.
Get embarrassed easily.
Well, things are not letting me go on that fucking tail. I was going to tell that, I guess. But. Oh, that was a good one. That's great.
No,
I'm
but
going to use that one, Mike, if you don't
Good.
mind.
so that success rate about like that's when I do these shows and everybody, the first thing people ask, like, what's your success rate? Well, I mean, you know, I try to tell them, but I don't just keep up. I mean, it's pretty good, but what I like this year's success rate is everybody's rebooked.
Yeah.
That's
Every hunter that's
That
came
tells
in
the story
wants to
right
come
there.
back.
Yeah.
And some of them, you know, it may be 3 or 4 years from now before they can afford to, you know, save up to do it, but everybody wants to come back that's been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
Well, that's ultimately what matters,
Yeah.
honestly. And the like we were saying too, like goals of hunters is completely different. That's not any fault of the outfitter or the guides or anything like that. It's like you guys are doing your job. You're putting deer in front of them, and if it's not what they're looking for, then that's kind of on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got to be okay with that, like you said.
that's 105. Like we, you know, we put some people on some deer this year and they seen the deer and they're like, nah, they elected to pass. Like, well, all right, we pull them out of there, put them somewhere else, some bigger deer, and put somebody in there and they kill them. And they, you know, it's like they killed a 200-inch deer. They're
Mhm.
tickled to death of that
Yep.
deer.
Mm-hmm.
That another hunter passed, like, not to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, I mean, we pretty well tell them, you know, like, just go, you ain't got, well, like, we try to show pictures, but there's a lot of new ones show up. And a lot of these trail camera pictures, you can show them. And they're like, nah, I don't think I want to shoot that deer. And they get in there and see it. And they're like, yeah, that's a big deer. It's this, you know, they,
Not used to the body size of a Kansas
Takes a
white
long
tail.
time to realize what
they,
they're looking at.
you know, a bunch of Southern hunters are
Yeah.
used to, you know, they're looking at these deer. They're like, well, that may be like a 125, 135-inch deer. And then he walks out and he, you know, 275, you know, and they're like, holy shit. It's a 145, 155 deer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then they also mistake a 2-year-old for a 4 or 5-year-old.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Shoot a 110-inch deer
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that happens quite a bit.
4
Yeah.
times to be exact this year.
Yeah. We had, and it happened like these deer walk out, they come in, they bristled up or whatever. They like, oh shit, that's the biggest deer I've seen in my life. And they shoot, and then we go find them. We're like, but everybody
As long
that
as they're happy.
kind of messed up has been happy with it this year.
Oh, that's good.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Like you,
Mhm.
like,
Well, as an outfitter, it's like, how do you start instituting like, an inch minimum or an age minimum? It's like, how do you even do that with that? And then you find them afterwards, and then they're like, well, what the fuck? Like, is the heat of the moment, I made a decision, and they're mad at you. And you're like, well, now you owe me another $1,000 because you shot a 2.5-year-old. It's like, I don't want to do that.
yeah, no.
You know,
so
it's
so
like-
out here, we're lucky
tough.
enough. We get enough in each age class. Like, I mean, like if every hunter I had in the whole season shot a 2.5-year-old, then I'd probably double my prices for next year just because the deer would be, we'd have so many giants running around. You know?
Right.
So, but I mean, that's not going to happen. You're going to have people come out and mess up. I mean, especially bow hunting rut, they come running in. You got to make quick judgments, either shoot or don't shoot, just split seconds. And I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, as long as it's not happening last day of the hunt, I shot him just to fill a tag, I don't want to rack. Just, don't aim, you can keep the rack. I ain't even taking it home with me. Then we start saying,
maybe we don't reboot.
You're not. We're like, but everybody's been, I've had this year, I'll just say I had a couple mess ups on some veteran people, like hunted Midwest a long, long time and killed big deer, knows what big deer is, and they just shot, and then they're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have shot that.
Yeah.
And it's like first or second day of their hunt. And they found fast. They know what's around. It's this heat of moment. You either, shoot or don't shoot. Everybody's been there if you hunted much.
Oh yeah. Well, I was me day 2. Like that 8-pointer that came on, that he came in and I was looking at him like, gosh, I don't know. Like it's day 2. Do I really want to tag out on this buck on day 2? I'm like, I'm not sure. And I was looking at some more. I'm like, well, I'd shoot him back at home, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's 3 or 4. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I was leaning more towards 3, so I was like, I'm gonna let him. I'm not gonna shoot him. And then he walked off. I was like, maybe I should shot him. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. I didn't really know.
like I tell everybody, like we have a lot of people. We had a few this year that their first time hunting Midwest. Didn't know what to expect, and they was worried about that shooting something too little. We showing them pictures, and they was like, nah, I don't want to shoot that one. And we're like, we'll go, all right, there's bigger ones in there. They're not as regular, but if this one walks out, they're 100% going to shoot it because it's giant. They just don't know what they're looking at in pictures. But I tell everybody, like when they come out, the deer we're after, you're going to shoot. If you got to question it, just let them go.
Yeah.
But when they walk out, you ain't even got to see the rack. This one, their bodies come out in the field 1,000 yards away. You can tell that's a shooter. It's a whole different animal.
Whole different species.
This buck that I did kill tonight, I didn't see him 1,000 yards away, but I was like,
you seen his body and you knew, his low light, and he was like, you couldn't really pick out like a score, what he was going to be, but his body is like, he's got to be a shooter.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was actually kind of fun, like walking up on him and honestly not knowing how big his rack is. Like honestly, I felt really calm in that shot too, because I'm like,
you didn't get more
besides his body, really. I could see the outline of his rack, and I'm like, he looks tall. So maybe it's the old one that we're kind of hoping for, or maybe it's a different buck. I'm not sure, but he's got a huge body. I could tell that. So it's kind of just like shooting a target.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really get like all worked up. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like the rack size didn't like get me all worked up. I didn't really have buck fever.
You were focused on what you needed to be focused on.
That's right.
So me and Taylor, you called, said, Mike called, said you shot. So I said, well, we're bringing the sled and we'll go recover them. And I text Mike. I was like, is it the tall one? And I told Taylor before he responded, I was like, I didn't know, of course, y'all hadn't found him here or not. But he said, he don't know, big body. I was like, he's going to, because we seen a trail camera picture, and he was like, well, is this deer, or was the tall one behind that deer? It ain't the tall one, it's a tall one.
Uh-huh.
I thought Mike was going to text back, a tall one, not the tall one. But
yeah, he was.
like 100%. That's when you come to the Midwest, that's what you are after.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been, so this is second week of gun season. So went through 40 some hunters and 40 kills. And that's, I'm trying to think back there may be one, two, maybe like 2 or 3 others with the same body size.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that's good.
Yeah. He was ancient.
That made me feel good. Yeah.
I know I can think of maybe 2 other deer that were that size deer.
Maybe Ryan's,
that
first client of the year.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely super happy with him. I mean, he's a great deer, and he's
gonna look like a beast on the wall. Like
he's gonna, he might not,
that mass.
I've got another one that's right at 137, I think, and another one that's right at 140. and he's gonna like pretty well dwarf those two, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, just his neck size is
That neck was
freaking
huge.
big.
Yeah, he's gonna be a pretty man. That's a big long face on him, like he's
He's a bull.
Yeah, I might have to take him to. We're thinking about, because my buddy Matt, he usually mounts deer for me and stuff, but he's been really busy lately, so I'll talk to him first, but I might take him to Old Barn and see.
Oh yeah,
take him down to Sam.
Sam Gaylord.
You got a mount big or a form big enough for that? Or you got to do some modifications.
Here's how small of a world it is. I guided Sam and his wife turkey hunting.
Oh, really?
Sure did.
No kidding.
Sam and Linda in Nebraska.
That's awesome.
Mike Miller's got it. Everybody,
you know everybody. That is awesome.
He's got it.
Yeah, Sam and Linda, they're great people.
They are great people.
Love those people. They're
Great people.
I met him at the Iowa Deer Classic last year for the first time.
Okay.
And so once I get it going, I ain't got to get, and I'm going to build a big shop here with, my walk-in cooler and everything like that. And I'm going to, once I get it done, be a drop-off point for them.
Oh,
Nice.
So that's why I can, cape the faces out and everything. When I get a load, I can drive it up there to them.
that'd be easy. That'd be perfect for
That'd be cool.
It's literally all inclusive then.
Yeah, so yeah, you're where I'm at right here. I'm hour from Missouri, hour and a half from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the goal once I get it built. But I still got a few more things to do before I build that big shop.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Get heated blinds.
Maybe a cab on that side by side.
Well, that's what I go down. But so we're almost done with deer season. I got a few archery hunters next week after deer season ends tomorrow. Rifle season ends tomorrow. And I got some archery hunters, and we're done with deer season. Then go focus on some ducks and some predator hunting stuff. But I said, I'm trading in the old Polaris 1000 open station, for a crew. I'm going to give me I guess they're 3-seaters now, not 2-seaters, but not a crew with full cab with some heat
Oh, yeah.
and air.
Mhm.
We're going to be hunting in style next year.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it, guys. You guys deserve it.
Well, but when deer season rolls around, I've got to give me something else because these two know. I don't think you ain't been with me yet. I can't have a full cab one and guide deer hunts out of because
Shit, we'd have lost it today.
I take that some bitch I take a crew cab places people don't take 4-wheelers through we go through CRP farm day cedar trees. It's overgrown, but I'm well, the cedar trees are here. We just drive through and push them apart and go through. I mistreat that thing badly, badly. So if I have a full cab, I'm 100% will get glass and
It'll look like my
insurance on
pickup
that.
truck.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I take it we try not to drag deer here.
Right.
We drive to them.
Mhm. Well, you can. I mean, it's private, so
Yeah.
why not?
I can take that thing many places. You got a Austin Powers is a bunch. Pull up, back up, get turned
Right.
around, but we'll get in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Even when my deer died, we didn't drag it. We didn't drag it far. So
Yeah, I told him I was we was on our way up there, and I was like, shit. I was like, I hope it didn't run all the way across them cattails. I was like, nah, surely he smoked it. It ain't 50, 60 yards. So we didn't take side by side with us, and we got in there, the blood trailing. And I was like,
Thank goodness.
fuck. I was and then we found it. I was like, all right, we can.
yeah, the blood wasn't the best at the beginning, was it?
You can see the
I mean,
blood.
it takes a little bit.
It takes
I
a little
mean,
bit. With guns, it takes a little bit.
yeah, it take what was it, maybe 10, 15 yards in there. Then he
Yeah.
started spraying, and like I said, and you get them cattails and stuff. It's hard to
It is.
see, but I mean, and these deer, people don't realize, they one hop the length of this trailer, as they're stride when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
running. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it ain't going to just be blood dumping everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. They cover
They-
ground fast. They get a hurry if they want to.
Yeah.
Well, and I shot him. He was pretty much frontal when I shot him.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like one of those things too, where I was analyzing the shot, and actually was kind of got it. She's like, "Jake, you got it. just stop talking about it. Like, I don't know. You ran off. Like, fuck. I don't know shit.
You know, I tell her, but like, especially gun hunting, muzzleloader gun. I mean, you pop the basketball, aim towards basketball, their lungs. I mean, whatever angle they're at, that bullet, everybody these days and age, what everybody's shooting, it'll get in there. I mean, any angle, just pop the basketball.
Yep.
I mean,
that's why, and that's me personally. It's like I really like Barnes bullets because you can shoot them from stem to stern.
Yeah.
You know, like you can hit them frontal, and if you hit them perfectly frontal, it's gonna go all the way through their everything and exit out their ass because that thing just. But also at the same time, it's kind of like one of those things that I know. Like I was looking in the field and stuff when we were looking for blood initially. I didn't see anything. And I was like, well, and I started thinking like, damn it, I don't see any blood where I hit him at. I'm like, well, it's a gun, Jake. Like, it usually takes a little while for him to get going because it is a small hole. But once it gets going, it's like, I mean, I don't think I've ever had an animal that I hit with a gun go over 100 yards.
Yeah. You know, now, as long as you do your part, they're not going far.
Yeah. Now I will tell you,
30-06.
Hot 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Killed probably more deer than any caliber.
Like, we'll have some rifle hunters show up here, like I've had in past years. You know, they'll whip out a $10,000-$15,000 gun set up, and I'm like, all right. They said I'm shoot 1,000 yards, and shoot a mile. Like, just put them in front of me, I can shoot them. I'm like, then old guy gets out old wooden stock, beat all the crap, scratches 30-06, and I'm like, this son of a bitch will kill. He's bringing the old school, this freaking, 15-year-old scope on it. This freaking
getting passed down from generation to generation.
It's been there and done that.
That's right.
But the funny thing about them kill shots, like these deer out here is like crazy. Like, so we had a guy shot with a crossbow with a 3-blade expandable, dead broadside, double lung, this smoked like right through both lungs, and he went about 250 yards, probably over to Will. And like, we didn't know, like we told him, you sit in the stand, we get there, we'll go blood trail him. Well, on the opposite side of the wood block he was hunting is a side-by-side trail, old logging trail that comes around. We whipped across the cut cornfield, went to hit that logging trail, and the buck was laying dead in the logging trail. 250 yards from his stand. Was like,
we ain't got the
blood trail, so we don't know what the blood trail is like, but the smoked old lung ran that far before he died.
Crazy.
Perfect shot.
Don't know if he, and that's a straight line. We don't know if he zigzagged through it because he was laying there. So we pulled up, and he's like, yeah, he was right. He's like, and he's laying on the road. We've had, 3 or 4 this year. We went to drive in to pick up hunters and to see him laying there.
On him.
Really?
Yeah, your deer's over here dead.
Yeah, we pulled up on him in the tree, and he's like, he's over here.
Yeah, he's laying.
He's like, no, I don't know where he's at. You're like, no, we know where he's at. We just drove by him.
Yeah,
well, that's nice.
So there's some tough animals out there. They got a wheel. Like, we had one, like he was talking about, his body size as big as yours, killed the first week we had archery hunters. And he shot them maybe a little high, but still not that high. And I guess the arrow kind of hit right behind the shoulder. And I don't know if it deflected or what and went forward, or don't know. So we lost blood like 200, 250 yards in. So we just come back, said, we're going to look for him in the morning. He said, well, do y'all know anybody have dogs? And I said, well, no, but he got online and looked up, like his Facebook group, Kansas Dog Recoveries, and read all their, bunch of their posts. And I was like, just call them and see. So we called a guy, and he's actually out of town. He put us with another guy that's kind of close to the farm where he's at. And he's like, I can be there in like 30 minutes. I was like, well, we was pulling in lodge. I said, well, we'll meet you there. We turned around and headed back up there. He said, so Kansas, you got on blood trailing with dogs, you got to use a lead. He said, I got 2 dogs. He said, the guy goes with me can't come now. He said, can one of y'all lead one of the dogs? I was like, yeah, I will. So we went up there, and short shit where we lost, we looked, what was there, an hour and a half at last blood, couldn't find nothing. And this is they tracked blood all the way to 200, 250 yards.
We marked the blood with toilet paper.
Toilet paper. And I'll tell you this, people out there, the dog recovery people with the dogs really appreciate that. That's if you a marginal shot, you think, or whatever, you just drop little pieces of toilet paper. That's way when they're running their dog on the trail, they ain't got to look for blood. They can just see that toilet paper and know they're on the dog's doing what it's supposed to do. But anyway, so we got there and he got out with this medium-sized dog, and then he got this other dog out that's got 2-inch legs. It was tall grass, so I had this dog with 2-inch legs on the lead, and I was like, buddy, I felt bad. I almost just wanted to carry him because he was this hopping, trying to, and so we didn't go to last blood. We went maybe 60, 70 yards from the tree stand where there's a side-by-side trail where we crossed, and we just dropped them there. Well, at first he told us, he said, now this little dog, he said, if the deer's alive, she'll start yipping. He said, but she may yip if she jumps a rabbit. And I was like, oh shit, this is the farm. We walk around
rabbits everywhere.
Shed hunting every year. Of course,
hundreds of rabbits.
Yeah, Kansas is, year-round rabbit season. It's open every day of this year. It's open 365 days a year. So when we shed hunt, we carry 22s. Last spring in March when we shed hunting, me and one guy, we got our limit in 45 minutes of 22s. When we shed hunting. And it's I don't know what.
Kansas limit or Kentucky limit?
Kansas limit. It's a little better in Kentucky. But it's they're you don't walk 15 yards in there without a rabbit around. I was like, shit, this is
going to be a lot of parking.
Well, anyway, so this medium dog took off on the blood trail, and this little one was just hopping because there's a bunch of briars and tall grass. It just couldn't keep up. And every time, we had a toilet paper trail. So when the deer cut, this dog would run through it, make one circle, 3 seconds off trail and hit it and go by it. And it got their last blood where we search, and just blew through it right across the field. And I was like, oh shit, he's on it. Because we went about, 70 yards from there, and I looked down, it's yeah, we're on blood. We got in a bunch of cedars and stuff, and this little dog started, yip, 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 yip. I was like, fucking rabbit. This little dog took off because he's out tall grass, and I was running at the end of the 30-foot lead, holding on to it, just beating through cedars. Just running.
It was insane.
I was like, holy crap. Well, we got up there, and we got all cedars and open, oh shit, he bedded down. We just seen him laying there. So we stopped the dog. It was what are we going to do? Well, then all of a sudden the dog, we was just sitting there talking, man, we'll just come back in the morning. He's going to be right there. Well, he got up and took off. I was like, well, he's hurt. He's barely going. So we took the dogs, and they hit a pond. And these two dogs went through the freaking pond and up the other side of the pond.
Still on the scent.
On the scent of the deer, because they're trained. They're not blood draw. They're on the scent glands
between the toes.
Interdigital.
We kept going, and finally he hit a standing soybean field. This was middle of October on us, and deer's just barely going across the soybean field, and we had a finger of woods coming out the other side. I said, well, let's just 100%. Them two dogs are badass. They did their job. We're just going to come back in the morning. He's either going to go to that finger of woods and die. He's barely moving. So sure shit, we, pulled the dogs off of them, went back. They did their job and got up next morning, went out there, searched that finger of woods, nothing. I was like, shit. It's well, last place we seen him was in that walked out in the middle of the bean field. When we left, he laid down and died. He's laying right there in the middle of the standing beans.
Oh, really?
Probably wasn't 50 yards from where you last saw him.
Basically the last place you saw him.
Yeah. Them freaking dogs, I was like, yep,
that's the best thing you could do.
And so being an outfitter, we get to see, we kill a lot of deer a year. So he told me, I said, hey, I was like, what do you do on off season? He said, well, I usually train them on some feet that's been, so he told us basically any deer we have go over 200-300 yards, cut the feet off of them, throw in the freezer, and give them at the end of the year. That's what through the summer he trains his dogs on. He don't want like a smoked deer that runs 50 yards, falls over dead. He wants like a gut shot one or whatever. They put off more stress.
Oh.
And so we got a freezer full of some feet and that we found some deer that went quite a bit of ways this year. We'll give him, like, I mean, he's like, I got like 100% if somebody shoots one that's marsh one we can't find, like, we calling this guy, like, yeah, he's going to find them.
Them dogs
That's
are
awesome.
unbelievable.
It was, it was crazy.
Everyone I've talked to that gets a butt tracking dog, there's like, everyone's so amazed. So it's like, they are so awesome. Like, would you rather have a blood tracking dog or a drone?
Well, I'll tell you this. So
Both.
yeah. So in Kansas, you're not
It's
allowed to use
illegal for a drone.
Oh, okay.
But so in Kentucky, we're allowed to use them. So like we had one shot this year, we didn't know where it was hit, and so we took a drone up and literally. So I got a lab that's kind of trained on it. Like she don't do blood trail that good or nothing, but she can. Like if we have to do body searches, she can find a dead deer if it's laying dead, just with wind or no. So I mean, she can lead you to pretty good. So we was walking around the woods looking for this deer, and they was flying a drone, and we was in there for about 40 minutes, and they never once seen us because canopy was so thick with the thermal. So early season like Kentucky, that's September, but so a drone does you no good.
No good.
Oh, okay. So they can't.
They couldn't even pick, not a single time they picked me or my dog walking around them woods.
Damn. Okay.
That so you must how you go find a dead deer? You can't find a human and a dog walking around. But I've seen the drones work when the canopy's gone, stuff this time of year and stuff, and like 100% you're gonna find your deer, but you're gonna find every other deer on your farm. It's one of them things that it's going across people's mind. Like I can see why they're legal in some states.
Yeah.
Like people's not like, I don't know how you would regulate it to be used for good. There's always like, you could like
too
right
many
now,
rednecks in the world.
Yes, right,
That temptation.
right now we could go out, fly a drone. All right. They're, middle of the day, we sleep in and we'll drink whiskey all night, sleep in the morning, wake up lunch, go fly a drone around, say, all right, he's bedded there. Wind's blowing this way. He's going to come out right here and feed tonight. We'll go set up right here. I mean, I could see why they're legal. Like I don't think there's no way to regulate them for good. Like probably 85% of people is going to use them just for recovering dead game and good. But there's always that 25% or 15% of people that's going to use them for bad. Yep. And I can see, like, you can literally see every deer on your property where they're at. Mm-hmm. So I would love them to find a wounded deer. 100%. I think that's the most ethical thing there is. Mm-hmm. But people's not ethical.
That's absolutely true.
They're going to use them for bad. Like I said, I don't know how they would ever regulate it unless they did like you have to pay like $10,000 for a license to do it. And then say, call into his place and say, here's my coordinates. I'm flying to find this dead deer tonight. But I mean,
honestly, probably the only way you could do it. And I don't like this idea. I'm not like saying this is a good idea to do or institute, but it's like if the DNR had a drone unit that was only for recovery.
and they watch the footage as you're doing it.
Yeah. Where you have to like,
or if they came out and done it themselves,
operators need to 5 feet to the DNR officer so they can see what you're looking at, and they can tell them like, well, only your eyes only, drone operator, no other hunter needs to be seeing your screen or nothing like that. Because I've seen some of the drone footage before too, like hunter recoveries and stuff. And yeah, you're like, they're flying through and you're seeing like, oh, there's a deer, there's a deer. And you can, these drones and the thermals, I mean, it's gotten so good where you can see how big the deer is, like antler wise.
The zoom is unbelievable.
You may I'm sure it's not a mile, but you can be far enough away in the sky that they don't even know you're there, and you can zoom down like you're holding your cell phone over them and see everything about them. They're just laying there in their bed, legs stretched out, licking themselves, their head back to sleep.
They'll hear like a faint buzz, but like, they hear planes go over all the time and everything else. And they hear other stuff going on, making noise in the world where it's like, they're not going to pay attention.
Yeah. No. So I would love, like if it costs $50,000 for one, like if they legalized it to use find dead deer, like I would buy one tomorrow. Just because in this line of work that would, all right, you didn't see them go down. Well, we're not pushing them. Let's fly it up, see if we can see him, if he's alive, dead, or whatever. But it's a gray area. Yeah. I mean, there's a little devil on your shoulder when you got that thing.
I will say,
well, I got this 200-inch deer on camera, and he ain't been on camera for 2 weeks. Let's see. Wonder where he's at.
I'm gonna go looking for
you can go find him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see
$50,000 versus what was it, $200?
Yeah,
for the dog.
Yeah, like $200. Yeah, let's look at it real crazy. It's like, let's say I'm a real piece of shit, and I have a 200-incher on camera. I'm like, oh, let's go find him. Oh, he's on the neighbors. Let's just fly this drone a little closer to him.
Yeah.
Let's just get up in his business.
Deer drive with the drone.
That's right.
That's what I said.
Just put him off the neighbors.
As long as nobody's watching.
You just can't. You can't trust people. I mean, there's too many. I mean, it's just that little thing sitting on your shoulder saying, nah.
Yeah.
There's always a few that ruin it for
everyone. It's a double-edged sword.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say it did come to the end in Africa.
Oh,
we're in Africa.
Oh,
Ashley.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I missed a shot on a zebra, and we thought we were worried we wounded it because I went low on it. I was worried I shot its leg. So he threw the drone up.
Like immediately.
Yeah. I didn't even know he had one. All of a sudden,
He's literally just grabbing. He's just like, you're like, whoa. We're still trying to figure out like how the shot was.
That's incredible.
You go. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sorry, you don't. That's right. She doesn't have mine. But yeah, we were in Africa, and we were sitting on this watering hole, and the animals came in, and some zebra came in, and they're pretty darn close. And her PH was like, he's like, "Do you want to shoot a zebra?" And Ash was like, "I don't know. Like, no, it's not really on my list." He's like, "This is a great stallion. Like, he's really, really nice." And Ash was like, "Well, maybe." He's like, "You must shoot the zebra."
They're the best.
That's it too. They call it
in the world over, ain't they?
They are the best because they're.
This is the biggest one I've ever seen.
But he's just like, it didn't work because like in the heat of the moment, where it's like he's like, "Do you like kind of feel under out?" And she's like, "I don't know." And then she gave him like in a centimeter of being like, "Well, maybe." He's like, "You must shoot the zebra." She's like, "Okay." She gets on him, and she's a at this point a brand new hunter. She's never killed anything in her life that big, flies and maybe a spider or some shit, but she never killed anything. So she's kind of like, okay, she's shot a few times. Like she shot her handgun for being a cop and everything else. But rifle shooting, especially with a scope, very new to it. So she didn't really know what to do. So anyways, this zebra was at like, how far was it, you think, honey? 50? No, it's probably 75-ish.
It was close.
It was close.
575?
Yeah. No, it's like probably 75, but it was close. And we're like, okay, cool. Like, get on him. Nice. We're all excited, and she's getting on him, and she's taking her time, and like, okay, yeah, take your time. It's great. And I see her like fucking with the scope a little bit, like, yeah, all right, yeah, do what you gotta do. And what we're using was like a 3 to, I think, 15, and she fucking cranked it. She told her about a triangle, like that's on her leg. You probably know what I'm talking about, right? But on the zebra, there's like a triangle that if you hit right in that triangle, it's right into their heart. It's the craziest shit ever. Like, God made their stripes a target to their heart. But it wasn't. She got in there and she buried that reticle all the way into the triangle. All she could see was the triangle. And she's like, nice. And then she squeezed it off and jerked a little bit. And like when you're that far magnified in, it's kind of like, it gets a little touchy, and she whiffed it. But we were nervous that she hit it and just hit it bad. So he threw the drone up, and he was live footage. It got right on the zebra the whole time, and just watch him. He's like, did she hit him? Did she hit him? Do we have to go after him and like finish him off and stuff, and like get another follow shot on him? He's like, he's running perfectly fine. Like, they're not stopping. They're going. He's like almost maxed out on his drone. He's following the whole time. He's like, they're not letting up one single bit. Like, you clean missed him. So for us as clients, it was nice to have that, knowing that was a clean miss and knowing that we don't have to pay for a zebra that we may or may not have hit, and then we have to pay for the zebra, because if you draw blood in Africa, you pay for it no matter what. So that's right. I mean, that makes me sound like a piece of shit, but we also don't want wounded animals either. Like, we're ethical hunters.
Absolutely.
But also, we don't want to pay for an animal that,
for sure. So, I want to, like, Stuart wants me to come over and hunt with y'all, and he wants to kill a whitetail. So he's going to get his point. He's going to come up here and gun hunt a whitetail. But I kind of want him to come before I go over, and I kind of want him to mess up a little bit and shoot a younger deer. That's why when I get over to Africa, I'm like, gains on. I'm going to shoot this deer. He's like, well, this don't cost this much. I was like, well, you shot a 3-year-old.
The fine on that is $25,000.
That's right.
I was like, that's going to cost you 3 more animals.
That's matter of fact, this deer was such a young stud. That might cost you an elephant. I'm just throwing it out there. It's like that was a nice
when
deer.
I'm going to go one year if y'all over, but like, I'm the type of person when I go, like, I told my wife I got to take her too. She likes to hunt, and but I got to take this cash with me, leave all of my cards at home, my checkbook, because I'm opportunist. Like, I'm sitting in line, something walks out, I'm like,
I've always wanted to shoot one.
But I just want a baboon. Like, my number one animal is a baboon. And the only reason I wanted it, y'all walked in my lodge, double doors. You walk in front of my lodge, right there by the TV, I want a baboon standing on the limb, bent over with his balls hanging, looking between his legs. That's the first thing I see coming in. That's my number one animal. That's what I want. Just so when you open the door, you just see that.
What a memory. A big old set of calves.
This ball swinging and bent over, looking between his legs.
That's good, because I mean they're super cheap. So, matter of fact, I don't even think that. I don't know. Does Stuart even charge for baboons? I don't think he does, because they look at them as like pests. They're like coyotes, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might have a whole freaking, they call them pride or family over.
Yeah.
Like a whole freaking gaggle of them or whatever. This baboons, I'll put them in all the bedrooms. That's what everybody,
stoked about it.
I'll get them in the bedrooms looking down like that. So everybody wake up and they'll like the baboons and shit looking at them.
That's probably going to be like, you can come out here and hunt anytime you want.
But that's like, I got to go, but I want to kill a lot of more shit here before I go over that.
I don't know.
Unless
that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, and
amazing.
But I'm a horse trader, so I'm all about trading some stuff.
That's right. Yep, that's right. Have you been to Africa, Taylor?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Haven't.
But you've been to a lot of different places, though. I mean, you've been guiding for a while.
Mexico.
Mexico. I mean, that's
pretty exotic.
It's not America.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, it's no Africa, but it's a different for sure.
Yeah. When did you start doing that?
3 years I've been down there. So I guess 21, 22, I started guiding in Mexico for, muleys, coos, whitetail, but definitely a different experience down there.
Are you going to do it again this year? Or?
Maybe some in January. Yeah,
okay.
Coming up. So,
I mean, I've never been to Mexico. Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Peanut's been down there.
It's a lot of fun. So I've been whitetail hunting in Mexico, and with a good buddy, Clay Young. And it's like, I wouldn't call it hunting. It's more like shooting fish in a barrel.
Really?
But every bow hunter should experience it.
Absolutely.
Like, you see, like, I'm on management. So, trophy hunting's a little different. There's more, but management, of course, same thing, Kansas, they're coming to feed, but these freaking deer, they like are coming to feed. Like when they turn on a feeder in front of their truck, they'll come out and eating corn while the corn's beating them in the eyeballs out of the feeder on the bumper of the truck.
It's seriously the Pavlov theory. As soon as they hear that, they're coming.
Yeah. When you go to Mexico,
doubt.
you make sure you have enough arrows.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So the first year
You
I went,
can use them.
first year I went, I took like my scent away spray, like ozonics, like different like scent, back then scent crusher bags and all kinds of shit. When I flew down there, I was like, yeah. And then I got there, I was like, I mean, you have 30 deer in front of you within 40 yards, and you can step out of the ground blind, take a piss, and then just look at you and get back in the blind. All right, I'm gonna shoot now.
Damn. So, I mean, as a guy, that's a pretty easy job.
Oh, for a guy, for a guy, that's
a dream job.
It ain't. Well, we're this deer's, he's there at midnight, so he's in the area. We're gonna hunt him. No, this fucker, he's there every day. You just
he'll be there whenever we set the feeder off.
Yeah, the hardest thing I had to do in Mexico is, of course, I mean, if you was regular hunting, you didn't have to worry about it, but we was filming for a show, is making sure, like, we would have a deer in there for an hour and didn't shoot them because you didn't have a clear shot, because there's little bucks or does standing in front and behind them. There's so many deer, like,
bodyguard.
You had to wait until you got a clear shot, like, and sometimes you didn't kill every day because you didn't have a clear shot at 10 yards.
Just can't safely shoot.
Yeah.
Well, can you just like keep the fear on forever? Just like,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
like,
yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, and this free range. It's not high.
There's no
it's free range.
When you cross the border from, Texas is like, yeah, I mean, there's big ranches and stuff. There's a high fence on at least 3 sides of it. If you don't have it and your neighbor don't have it, the next neighbor has. But down there is this barbed wire fence,
and it's not acreage; it's hectares.
Yeah, hectares out there. Like, and it like I said, I went 2 times, and it was like, it's freaking fun. I mean, if you're a bow hunter, that's something you need to do.
Yeah, you know it's a guide's dream when sometimes you're trying to make it look like more of a challenge than it really is.
We actually have to go around here, or just wind us.
You walk them around over the hills rattling just to make them walk a little bit.
You're like, all right, let's go with Peter.
Pull your cell phone out with a spin call recording on it, and they just stand up. And there he is, shoot them.
Yeah. No. So what are they, just like hiding behind the mesquites around the fucking feeders?
That's, I mean, you hunt where water tanks are and feed. I mean, that's all they have.
Water is a premium.
Like they have wet years down there, is, when everything's green stuff, it's a little more tricky because they got more to eat. But if you go on a normal year, which is pretty well drought, and they're the only thing they got to eat is that corn you're feeding them.
Yeah, if you go during a drought and a corn feeder goes off,
like you
get ready because they're coming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I've literally sat in the ground blind, like one of the first times I was there, he pulled up there in dark, like, right, like, and turned the feeder on, back the truck out, and you just hear this deer in there eating. You're looking through your binoculars at like 10 yards, like, holy shit. It'd be like 40 deer within a 30-yard circle.
All you can hear is,
it gets daylight, and you're like, holy shit, they're like, yeah.
and when the deer are taller than the brush, they look like giants coming in the sky.
So, I got lucky. Last year I went, first year I went, we went on a management hunt. Basically, is a newer ranch, and basically if it was under a 10 point or missing a brow tine, shoot it. We was killing.
Oh, geez.
The second year I went is more of a management ranch, so is basically over 5 years old, under 150. So, if they hit 5 years old or older and they didn't score 150 inches, we could shoot them. So we got to kill upper management deer. And I got to kill a 150-inch 9-pointer. which on I don't know what they weigh, but I grabbed this deer after I killed them by the rack and the back leg, lift them over the side of the truck bed and throw them in the truck by the dog box
Whoa.
with guts in them. So you take a 150-inch rack on top of this little bitty body deer. It looks like,
This is a mule deer?
no, it's a whitetail.
No, whitetail.
It looks like a,
they look
200. I mean, they look huge.
250-inch deer walking in there. He's standing out there. I'm like, holy shit. And you taking you silking pictures and sending because you don't want to mess up. Send to the outfitter like, is this the one I'm supposed to shoot? And they send you a thumbs back and you're like, hell yeah.
All right.
And then you see a trophy because we're on management hunts and a trophy will walk in. You're like, oh, fuck. A 180-inch deer standing there just doing this thing at 10 yards. You're like, where's my checkbook at?
Yeah.
Is this an honor system hunt?
Yeah, but he's pretty good at it, so he sells his trophy, had the trophy hunt sold. So he's on a management hunt. He wouldn't let you pretty well upgrade to a trophy.
Yeah.
So you just had to watch them.
Yeah.
It was like,
down there, you wind up looking at a lot of 180, 190-inch deer, and people are saying, I don't care what it costs. I'll take him. Nah, don't work like that.
Yeah. You got to pay before you play.
You can't pull a Ted Nugent and just kill it and write a check.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like when you're guiding down there and stuff, I mean, are the whitetails are they native down?
Yeah.
Mexico?
Yeah,
They're native whitetails. Okay, so those are actual Mexican whitetails.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if they got introduced or
no,
what it was.
it's like they're a big population. And like there's no, like, I don't know if they changed the law, but I know the first year I was there, like, I guess you wasn't really allowed to kill does. There's no law stating for doe tags or doe management. So you see these does come in, they look like donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they was probably 15, 20 years old. I mean, no kidding.
For real.
Yeah. So there's this nobody shot does.
Yeah.
Like there's not I don't think there is tags or season for does.
Yeah.
They just dive out. And I mean, they walk in and like literally they look like donkeys walking around. Like I guarantee, like if you took a
true gray ghost.
if you took a miniature donkey, not a full size one, and color coded as what, that's what they look like.
Yeah,
like
it really is.
I mean, it was crazy how old some of these deer.
Jeez. That's good. That's an experience.
Yeah, I mean it's freaking, like, I'm sure I've never been on a trophy hunt. It may be a little hunt, but that's I tell them every bow hunter should experience that. That is
absolutely.
A fun freaking time.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, any whitetail hunter, especially archery hunting, should definitely experience old Mexico.
Yeah,
Maybe I should go down there with my longbow.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Especially for like traditional archery, it's your best.
All you have to do is
absolutely
pull the truck a little closer to you.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's
Like-
gonna be like 15 yards closer, dude. Let's go.
I mean, most stuff is like literally we get out down there the first year, everybody's, sitting around camp. We cross the border that morning and we hunt that afternoon, but everybody's, you get to deer camp, shoot bow. They all he had targets shoot up everywhere. And I was like, well, he's like, I mean, it's like most are, I think that one year I went first year, the episode was called Top 10 Bucks in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like literally you go there, one pin set of 20 yards and that's what you're shooting. So
you would, I mean,
I
you
got
can rarely shoot over 20.
Yeah, I got out that 20-yard target. Larry Mack was there with us. I shot my second arrow boom with Robin Hood. I put my bow up, just walked there like that may have been one of the only Robin Hoods I ever did in my life. But with a camp full of people, there's videoing. I freaking this Robin Hood. I pulled it out, threw it in the pile over there, just sat down on the porch, cracked my beer open. Larry Mack looked at me and said, I guess you're ready to go, ain't you? I said, yep. I said, they shot their bows, for 2 to 3 hours, 30, 40, targets out there, 70 yards. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm good.
Yeah, you don't need that 30 and 40 yard pin.
No, it's one pin. Set her at 20 yards and you're good.
Do you ever have like rifle hunters go out there and just be like, I want to shoot like 1,000 yards? just send me up 1,000 yards away from the feeder. Let me have at it.
No, we never did nothing that long range. Not intentionally, anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
But with rifle hunting, we would stretch it out a little bit because we would go feed the senderos, go feed the roads with road feeders, and hunt roads and do some more long range stuff. But never nothing.
Because
I mean, obviously, we would customize it to, the whatever they were capable of.
Sure.
But never nothing long range intentionally, anyways.
I was like, I mean, a lot. I shouldn't say I know a lot of guys, but I know a few guys that are like, they really want to like intentionally shoot long range just because like enjoy shooting long range, and they're like they want to shoot an animal. Like it's almost like I was talking to this old Stewart. He had some guys come out to Africa, and they're like, we don't really want to shoot anything closer than 600. And he's like,
that's stupid.
He's like, are you sure? He's like, we can get close. He's like, no, we really want to see how these bullets perform and all sorts of at distance and everything else. Like they're doing some testing and stuff too.
Yeah.
But like they're just like, they're like long range hunters. I'm like, that's like, to me, I'm like, I like the art of like hunting a little bit better than just shooting.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it feels like when you're, I mean, honestly, if you're that good of a shooter, then they don't really have. It's it's like
on our whitetail stuff, we never did nothing.
Yeah,
long range. There's no reason to out there. There's
also
because we would spot a lot of deer 600, 700, 800 yards, but we would get 100 yards from them if we spot. If we would spot them on a road or a sendero, we would make a move on them and get in on them. Now mule deer hunting out in Sonora on the West Coast is different story. We'd do some long range shooting out there because it was necessary.
Sure.
But for whitetail, there was no need for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Me personally, I'd say also like a lot, I know that a lot can happen between where you're at, 800 yards away or 1,000 yards away. A lot can happen. They take one step and you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not a shot I am willing to take. Just so I'm like, I don't want to do that. But I mean, when I was on that Hunt Word show, I think I told you guys this story already, but I want to tell it again because it's funny. But I was on that Hunt Word show and I was talking to one of the guys there on the opposing team. And I was like, I just like to ask, because I know at that time I got shot I also didn't have a rifle to hunt with really, and we're hunting pronghorn, so I had to go to Fleet Farm and I had a price match because I'm kind of poor. And I'm like, hey, Academy Sports has a Ruger American 6.5 Creedmoor for $489. Can you price match? Like, no, that's in Texas. I'm like, so you said you price match? They're like, well, within reason. I'm like, it's cheaper here. They price matched for me. That was nice. So I got a $489 Ruger American 6.5 Creedmoor, and I was shooting that quite a bit. And those things are ridiculously accurate for how cheap they are. They're ridiculous. I was shooting that thing quite a bit. I got really confident at about 600 is about the first I could shoot. I'm like, all right, that's my max effective range. Like I was piling them in there at 600. I'm like, if I have to take a shot at 600, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
And I went to New Mexico and I was talking to their guy. I'm like, what's your max range? Like where are you comfortable? He's like 1,200 easy. I'm like, whoa. I'm like 1,200 easy. And Greg, he came in with a really nice camper and he had a gun rack in there full of Gunworks guns and everything else. I'm like, so he's got some money. I'm like, 1,200 easy? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, I know I was in the Army. Like I know snipers that none of them ever said 1,200 yards easy. Like you're saying, nope, 100%. I'm like, you're 100% confident at 1,200. He's like, yep. I'm like, okay, good for you. Like you're the man, dude. You're fucking Chris Kyle, man.
Carlos Hathcock.
Yeah. Holy crap. So I was like, all right, cool. This guy's fucking knows what he's doing. I'm like, shit, I better step up my game. But I ended up shooting mine at 77 yards. So it was like, yeah. But I didn't know that.
That's kind of like, I got gifted a CVA Paramount, like a long range muzzleloader with the burst eliminator, range finding scope on it.
Yeah.
First year I got it, I was hunting in Illinois and I was like, heck yeah, I had this whole farm myself. So I went in there like this handsaw, I didn't have no electric saw, chainsaw. I was sawing down trees as big as the stools here, 12 inches apart. This hungus tree stand like maybe 35 foot up in there. Got my shooting stick up there, put 3 easy hangers around so I could brace on. I was like, I can cover this whole fucking farm. I'm like, fuck yeah. Open the morning, got up in the stand, got everything set up. I was like, shit yeah. Kill my buck 17 yards. I said, fuck.
Yeah. Isn't that funny how that works out?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm ready to go. I can cover everything.
Yeah.
But after I was talking to that guy, so he was the spotter for the team. I'm kind of throwing him under the bus here a little bit, but it's fine. I gave him shit about it in camp too.
He did say 1,200 easy. So
yeah, and let me preface it by this: he's a good guy. Like he's not, and he does know how to shoot. He's talking about it. He knew the vernacular. Like he's good to go. But it was after our hunt, after the competition was done, and he ended up buying a tag so he could hunt too after the show was over and everything else. And man, he went out there and I'm pretty sure his first shot was at like 500 some odd yards whiff. He whiffed it like 4 times, and that prong horn kept running closer and closer and closer. He kept whiffing, and he ended up finally shooting at like 300 some odd yards. I'm like, okay. I went up to him, like, asked him what happened. He told me everything. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but 1,200 yards easy, huh? He's like, listen, he started talking about it. I was like, this is what's happening. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm just joking, but like, 1,200 yards is easy, but 500 yards hard.
Yeah, so I've never I've lived in Kentucky my whole lifetime. Moved out here in June, and we've had rifle season, and no caliber restriction or whatever. But pretty well, probably the farthest deer I've ever shot in my life is maybe the first one I killed. It was like 210 yards with a 30-30 open sight.
Yep.
I was sitting on my dad's shoulder at 8 years old, and I was saying, there's a doe, let me shoot. And he's like, well, shoot, you gonna miss. And I pulled the hell out of it when I shot, and I spined her and dropped her. And I was like, fuck yeah, that was my first.
Look at your dad, he's like,
yeah.
Cut me out again.
So, the rest, like bucks I've killed, it's been, of course we can bait there and stuff too, but still it's been 100, 150 yards. We go line our rifles up, we shoot at 100 yards. We're hunting a pie plate, we're going hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been like long range stuff. And I got this muzzleloader, and I started shooting 300 yards, 400 yards with it. And I was like, shit, that shoots better than any rifle I got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so got stuff set up to go Montana mule deer hunting this year. Got me a little better rifle. My brother-in-law bought me. I kept talking, like, man, I want a 6.8 Western. I don't know why, I just wanted one. And so a couple years ago, he heard me talking about it enough. He bought me one.
Nice.
for a gift. And I was like, shit, yeah. So anyways, I got it set up and shooting good but I went to, when I was in August, antelope hunting. Well, I killed out and I had 3 days left for my flight.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy out there, most of his hunters show up the antelope rifle season. They use his guns. And, he said, let's go shoot these guns if they're lined up. And we went to this gun range, and there's 1,000 yards plate out there. They had him pretty well from 100 yards to 1,000 yards, every 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, shit, I ain't never did no long range shooting. So he said, well, shoot it. So it just had the, I don't know what they're called, this is the 2 legs on the front of the gun.
Oh, bipod?
Bipod.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then they told me, hold my arm underneath the back of it. I wasn't shooting out of vice or nothing. I was just shooting out of it. And I shot the first time. He said, you shot left like a few inches. So I just got settled down, and next 3 shots, I hit the plate at 1,000 yards. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I said, I got my gun out and shot it, and it hit the plate at 1,000 yards. I was like, shit, I didn't know it could do that. I had it lined up at like 200 yards, but it's got the burst range finding too. So I guess if it's on 200, it's on 1,000. There's no wind. Of course, I know wind and shit like that. So my goal now is so our deer season, buck season ends December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
But in January, I think like the 1st or the 18th in our zone, we got it's doe only days.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to shoot a doe at 1,000 yards because I have some places to do it out here.
Yeah.
But I'm scared to death of shooting a little bush or shit. So I'm putting like a corn pile out and like 4 cell cameras on it and go sit back 1,000 yards and just look, yes, that's a doe. But I'm going to shoot one. Because I may miss. I think I can kill one. I just want to do it because I never did that far before.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's fine. It's just one of those things where it's like,
you know, I know my gun does it.
Yeah, you feel confident. It's the right day, and there's little wind and everything else. Like, I don't know. I'm off. Do what you want to do. You know? If you want to shoot them at 1,000 yards, great. If you want to shoot them at 20 yards, great. It's like as a hunter and stuff like that, that's on you to like deal with the repercussions that come from that. If you end up gut shooting her and then you have to go trailer for 6 miles, like that's on you, or you drop her and then everyone's happy and it's great. Then you get to walk home. You're like, yeah, I did it.
Good thing about it though, I mean, out here, we're almost set it up as if I do put a bad shot on her, like I know, leave her lay. She's, you know, they're wherever you hit them at, they're going to lay down. And like, I don't want to wound the deer just because I'm shooting at 1,000 yards or nothing. But I just think, you know, for what you're shooting that far, when you hit them, it's going to hit them hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do have to be like, obviously you want to look at the ballistics of your caliber you're shooting, everything else, and make sure that they're going to properly open at 1,000 yards even, you know, and you got to use probably some fairly frangible bullets, because if you're using like a Barnes, like TTSX, like it's a solid copper construction, it's not going to open very much.
No, so I'm shooting
it's just not going fast.
Some kind of on that 6.8 the Winchester's like a ballistic tips, and like I mean,
but even then, are they the Winchester XPs?
They're, I don't know what they are.
Or are they the Browning one? I think you showed me a box of them.
It's that whole case of them in there.
Yeah, I'll have to look at them again. But sometimes, like I said, those the Barnes TTSX, like those are solid, like copper. Like they're great bullets. They penetrate great. They open up great. But at 1,000 yards, like it's sometimes, like a lot of times the bullets just aren't moving fast enough to open up properly, so you might end up penciling them.
So they got the gel red tips on them.
Yeah.
Get some brass tumblers. Do some damage inside that body.
Yeah.
But Fort Scott Munitions. They make them over in Fort Scott, just down the road.
What are you doing? The brass tumblers.
Yeah, the brass bullets.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
They make
Fort Scott Munitions.
Fort Scott.
They're
so yeah.
The cops don't like using them because of all the damage they do. Then they could get premeditated murder in a state like Minnesota.
Yeah, well, Minnesota's a failed state. Let's face it. They're kind of fucked. It's not like a great place to be right now. I mean, I'm just
Somalia soda.
Yes, right. It is. It 100% is. Like, I don't know. I'm old enough to remember Black Hawk Down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what you have, man.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
The copper impact Winchesters.
Okay. Yep.
Dang.
Yep. I know, like, a lot of guys that do a lot of long range hunting and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a big advocate of using like match bullets for hunting, just because they're pretty frangible, and like if you shoot them like pretty close, and they just kind of like, it's like, you know, it's just I'm not a huge fan of match bullets, but at a long range, like they are frangible enough where they do open up pretty decently at the long range.
And supposedly this, you know, that caliber is supposed to was made for long range. I mean,
it is. Yeah, 6.8 Western. It's basically a 270 with like basically like I don't know, like
it's crazy.
Like a 270 Magnum kind of.
Yeah, it was looking, you know, like on the length of the actually bullet inside the shell is
super
like
high
crazy.
BC. Yeah,
like, you know, it sticks out like, you know, half inch, but it's actually like a over an inch long freaking piece of lead. It's like, out
because they're a really high BC bullet, which is great, and they
For those that don't know what a BC is, it's ballistic coefficient.
So like the longer the bullet, like it's gonna carry a lot of energy downrange better. It's gonna buck the wind better. The higher BC bullet you have, the better it's gonna perform.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, though, it's like you got to make sure you have enough power behind. I'm not sure about 6.8 Western on the full effective range. I'm sure it's fine at 1,000 yards, but like
he
told
me out there
shooting long range. You just gotta be careful with your bullet.
Yeah, he told me out there, and they shoot like so the guns they have in camp is custom built gun stuff. I think what was he shooting? He kills what there 28? Is it 28
Nosler?
That's
a fucking basically a 7 rem mag on steroids.
Yeah, but that's what they have if clients want to use or whatever. But he says he had 3 or 4 show up with them 6.8 Westerns this year, and a couple of them killed 800 yards mule deer with them.
Okay.
He said, and they high shouldered and this fucking just dumped them.
Mm-hmm. I know the 6.8 Western is specifically designed for longer range accuracy type of hunting and stuff. And I know a buddy of mine, Perry Batten, he works for juries. He loves a 6.8.
Yeah,
he absolutely loves it. He shoots long range and everything else. He absolutely loves that bullet.
So that's where I seen him at was jury stuff. And it came out, and I was like, well, I've always hunted. I've got a 7mm Remington mag I bought off a crackhead. For like $125.
Methady's husband.
Yeah,
Methady's husband.
Yeah, it is. When you live in Kentucky, people knock on your doorstep all the time and say, "Hey, you want to buy this?" And I was like, "What? No, what the hell?
Hey,
what
rephrase that. They say yens want to buy this.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing my doorstep? And then you're like, what do you got?
What is that?
Yeah.
Is it a gun?
What you got for me today?
Yeah, let me look at that.
I've never bought. I have the only high dollar stuff I have in guns is I won that turkey banquet or the small town boys I've said, hey, if y'all want to hunt this year, I want this. They send me. So like I've always pretty well. And then I was talking about this one. My brother-in-law, he killed deer out here a couple of years ago, and he bought me one. And I was like, all right, it ain't a high dollar gun. It's like the middle of the line of the, Winchester ones. But I was just like, shit. And I started researching, and I was like, well, it's good for whitetail hunt, mule deer, elk, and everything. I don't know why. I don't know nothing about guns. I wanted one.
Yeah. The furthest animal I've ever shot, I've shot a lot further than this, obviously, before my life. But the furthest shot I actually ever took on an animal was to sear it when I was at Iowa gun camp. I had my 450 Bushmaster, and I was out there, and I had my tripod where they're doing a deer drive, and there's these does came out. They were sitting on the edge of this wood line. They were standing there, and there was like no wind that day whatsoever. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, all right, well, they're pretty far away. I'm just watch them. They just stand there. Like, this one nice doe just standing there, perfect broadside. I'm like ranged to like 239 yards away. I'm just sitting there. She's just stand there. I'm like, fuck this. So like, I'm gonna get on my gun, like get him to like move at least. And I was getting on her. I'm like, actually, I'm like really stable right now. I'm like, I feel pretty good. I gave her a little Kentucky windage. You know what that? Gave her a little Kentucky windage and squeezed it off and fucking dumped her at 239 yards with 450 Bushmaster.
So the funny thing, the farthest deer I've ever killed in my life is 254 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with a Savage 220 20 gauge slug gun.
Those are nasty though.
And hard shot them. I mean, that sucker is like, I had it shooting right. It's my little baby. Yeah,
those are awesome.
Because, I grew up hunting, of course, Kentucky when you use rifle, but I lived close to Ohio and Illinois, which is muzzleloader and slug gun only.
Mm-hmm.
This is back before the straight wall stuff. But so I got that 220, and I mean, shit, there'd be times in Kentucky I went deer hunting, I took it over my rifle.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in the timber, I wasn't going to shoot over 200. I took my slug gun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that sucker is a tack driver.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are probably the best deer slug guns ever made. Honestly, they're awesome.
It's a lot better than the one I had before. I borrowed from my uncle when I first started slug hunting in Ohio. He gave me I don't even know what it was a 12 gauge, and I had no idea what it is a slug gun. So we stopped at a store and I bought a bunch of slugs. So I bought the cheap slugs. so
Yeah.
it was what was it? Is that ass backwards? So I was shooting sabots out of a smooth barrel.
Okay.
So
sabots were the cheapest ones you could find.
well, like
Might as well eat a bowl of chili with BBs
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
pull
yeah.
down your pants.
we hit, like, I thought the scope was shit. We went through like 3 scopes, like 25 yards. I wasn't hitting a 3-foot sheet of plywood. I was like, what the hell's wrong with this thing? And I find out, it's it was a smooth barrel shotgun, so you got to shoot rifle slugs. I was like, I was shooting smooth slugs.
The wide
It was like, it hit around the bullseye and then it hit 5 foot left.
You're like
Just take a fucking guess.
yeah. It's like a really
So-
really fast shot put.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh, gosh.
So finally I got her all dialed in and got in the right slugs for it. And I was like, all right. So, like basically 100 yards, that's it. Even with the right shit. After that, it was 2 foot off.
Oh, yeah.
150 yards is you sitting in a 3-foot circle. I was like, well, it was freaking going. We sat there that morning in tree stands, and then we kind of pushed some stuff and would kind of do some still hunting. Well, I don't know what happened, but I looked down and I was like, what the fuck? And I grabbed my scope. My scope came off the gun. It was like got real cold that day, and the screws, I guess, got loose. But I was like, oh shit! So I said, well, I got open sights. So I had this like 150-inch deer at like, I don't know, 35 yards bedded down. We walked up on, and I shot. And he stood up, and I was like, what the hell? I shot again. He looked, and I shot again. He took off running, his back leg dragging. I was like, oh shit. So we run them down, and I shot like, I want to say like 11 times at him. Like he was in this, like we had
You
like,
got a prayer unless there's lead in the air.
we was hunting a 2,000 acre farm, and like we tracked them from one side to the other, just in the snow, blood, and he was dragging his back leg. And I finally killed him. And after we killed him, we was looking around. Well, it was iron sights. I was shooting open sights, and my back sights was folded down.
Okay. Yep,
So
that'll do it.
I was shooting like 4 foot high. So, yeah. But I ended up getting. Yeah.
I noticed you said still hunting. Is that? I used to do a lot of still hunting back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may or may not have had permission, but you was still hunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had permission on this.
Yeah, that's
one,
good.
but-
He may
That's
not
good.
want me here, but I'm still here.
yeah.
I'm
like,
still hunting.
I'd get down on it, and I'd be like, all right, shoot.
Focus,
And I'm like,
Peter,
what the
focus.
shit? And then I come find out them back sights is folded down. I was like,
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you every time.
but I mean, like it took us like 2 hours after we finally got the deer to drive around. Like I had base layers on, coveralls on. Like when I had base layers in my orange vest. Like we walked. It's freaking, because it was just a southern Ohio hill. Like we'd pop a hill, he'd be there. I'd freaking shoot. He'd take off again. We'd freaking go. Where's this? Didn't know better. Like he went on Neighbors, and we rode around. I said, hey, I got a wounded deer. Yeah, go ahead. And we went over there. Oh, there he is. He's walking across the field, just dragging his back leg. Like freaking, we end up running them down, but it's all day. Like I think I lost like 14 pounds.
Jeez.
And then my,
only had 3 old cough lozenges in my pocket to survive on.
yeah, then
Sounds
I-
like all that
they were
was
sticky.
slugs.
yeah, then I was tagged out
Stuck in
in
my coat
southern
pocket.
Ohio in a hotel that basically they didn't do nightly charges. You basically could pay per hour for the room. You know, it was like they offered.
You're in a prostitute.
They offered hourly rates at their hotel.
That's exactly what it was.
But we was young. That's all we could afford to stay.
It was the Motel 6.
I had to stay 2 days with my buck laying in the back of the truck because we went and ate pizza buffet at Pizza Hut. And I got the little stomach bubblies. Like I couldn't go 10 minutes. I couldn't drive home. Like I get in my truck and like, you know, I had to go bathroom. So I spent 2 days in the motel room just shitting my guts out and throwing up. I couldn't drive the hour home because I was going to shit all over my truck if I did. Like there's no way around it. So I just stood there until I got over the stomach bug.
You're gonna sit in the prostitute lounge for 2 whole days.
Like,
that wasn't a stomach bug.
No, so we stayed there. Like, you know, we go in when we hunt. They had, you know, hourly.
That was herpes.
They had
We
hourly
called it the
rates.
cabin back in the day.
Yeah, they had hourly rates, nightly rates, or weekly rates. Like we get a 2-bed. Was it hotel or motel where the doors on the outside?
Yeah,
you know, is this one? Like, yeah. Basically,
You'll catch something that Ajax can't remove.
You can stay a week for $175.
What was their hourly rate? Like a dime?
I don't know. Like that, yeah.
Give you 2 nickels an hour, you'll be good.
That was definitely not a stomach bug you had.
Yeah, no
that
kidding.
was syphilis.
Yeah, it could have been. But yeah, I can't. So I laid there in the back of my truck, and I was like, I need to go home, but like literally, legitimately, I didn't want to shit in my truck, so I just stayed in the motel room for 2 days. And there's a diner across the street. I'd call in, I'd walk over there, get my food, come back home, shit, and eat. Like it was bad. Like it's one of those.
It sounds like the diner is where you didn't want to go.
Yeah.
It might have gave you the craps.
But it was 100% Pizza Hut buffet.
Damn.
Ooh, wow.
That's brutal.
Man,
But
Pizza Hut used to be
some
the place
wild
to go.
times in Southern Ohio. That was freaking like the first year we went up there. I guess we started hunting up there. So I guess I was 15. Is before I had my driver's license. So Kentucky, you get permit 16, 6 months. And so 16 and a half, you got a driver's license. So we hunted up there 15 with our uncles and stuff. We'd just ride up there with them and hunt. Then when we got our...
They used you for the tags.
Yeah, we would use their tags.
That's even better.
But once we got our license, we'd ride up there and we couldn't get a motel room. You know, you couldn't get a motel till you 21.
True story.
So we just camped in a barn, and me and my cousin just went hunting, like plumb, like 16, 17 years old. Just we'd ride up, our parents would let us go, just camp by ourselves in the barn, go deer hunting. I mean, we was killing big deer and seeing big deer. Like it was a jammed up place. Then we got around 18 or 19. We'd ride up there, same thing, camping in the barn. We was like, we need some beer. So we'd drive an hour and a half back home because buddies we knew would buy us some beer, get us a couple cases of beer, and we'd drive back up there and drink beer. Yeah, we'd drive all the way to Ohio to camp in the barn. We'd drive an hour and a half back home. Somebody would buy us beer to go back up there so we'd drink some cold beer.
That's awesome.
And yeah, but I hunted up there my whole life. It was freaking like I seen some.
That's awesome.
Looking back today, now that I know what big deer is, what we seen back then was really big deer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I keep coming back.
Yeah,
that's one thing I noticed about Kansas too. Like when I was before I killed my buck, like almost every day we were out there on the neighbors, which isn't that far away. It's like seeing a giant out there. I'm like, oh man, it doesn't take much for him to come out to clear that CRP and get over.
There's a big one over there.
Yeah, you see some.
He's a monster.
See some big deer. You're just kind of like, it could happen. It could happen at any moment here. You know, it's just that's what keeps coming.
Need that farmer to check them cows and push them a little.
I know, right?
I'd see him there every night.
He did. I don't know if it was him or it was the farmer, or if it was just someone just got curious. But yeah, someone came in with a Silverado and was driving around a little bit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Checked out your feeder. I was watching through my binos, and he was looking at his pointing with the other guy that was with him and pointing at right at the feeder. I'm like, God, he's like Scouting out the feeder? Like, what's he doing? Oh, it's funny. You ever do some shit like that, Mike? Stay out of the stabbing cabin and shooting big bucks, or?
I wouldn't. We mostly waterfowl hunted back in the day.
Okay,
A lot of duck hunting.
Big ducks?
Yeah,
The
lots
stabbing
of ducks. I thought we were going to get on poop stories there for a while. I was going to tell.
Okay.
I got,
we can go to poop stories.
All right. Well, we'll
I
get
got
some
one
of
when I was a
them.
little boy. I was probably about Lucy's age, 6, 7 years old, and up in the deer stand with Dad. And I said, Dad, I got to take a poop. He says, well, get down out of the stand and go back to the truck. When you get done pooping, he said, just hang out in the truck and warm up back here. I know you're cold. That's your excuse. You don't really got to poop, do you? I said, Dad, I got to poop. I really do. So I go back there and take my coveralls down and do my business and get up in the truck and started it up, and it was nice and warm in there. And woke up to Dad. What in the hell is that smell in here, boy? I guess I'd got to wallering around like a dog when he goes to take a dump, and find your spot and get comfy. And I'd rolled all up in it and had crap all over my boots.
Whole Foods.
That was
Dang.
Dang. I thought that you were taking a nap.
it was miserable.
Dang, that's funny.
I must have ate Pizza Hut the night before, I guess.
You're right. You guys didn't stay at a motel.
Ain't nothing better than a poop story. I got it. So, my cousin has guided with me out here the last 3 years. And so last year when he was out here guiding, he was taking the hunter out. He's got, I call it, of course, it's, IBS, but I call it IB shitting. He's got it bad. And so he went to drop Hunter off, and he had to go. He's but he was trying to hold it till the hunter got out of the truck and got walk the tree stand. So he said, yeah, you go right through here, go to tree stand. He's sitting there, Hunter's taking his time, getting his clothes on, and finally started walking. He said he just rolled out the door and didn't get his drawers down in time. He said he was making all kinds of noise, and he said I just seen the headlight come back around, look at him, and then went around. The hunter never brung up a word to him that he seen it, but he 100% seen it. Well, he shit all over his pants, and he's 45 minutes from the lodge. So he stripped down naked, tried to clean himself up best he can, and all he could find, there's a empty feed sack in the back. He sat on a feed sack and drove 45 minutes, this with his boots and
Got pulled over speeding
on,
all
the way back here, butt ass naked, sitting on a feed sack. I said, if any time to get pulled over by a cop, that would have been awesome.
Been priceless.
Oh my goodness.
And think about it, he got back here, got cleaned up and everything, and it's done. I'm like, why'd you fucking tell me? You could have went your whole life and not told nobody, and nobody had ever known.
Yeah. Finish the story and tell about the clothes.
So no, that was Thomas. There's another story.
Oh, another story.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stories. I wish
Shit stories.
Yeah, especially I guess the people I run around with they
shit
have
a lot.
problems. So my buddy, I got to tag this. He's the new member to social media. I don't know. Thomas is probably around mid-40s now. He just now got social media this year. So I got to tag him in this for sure. I will. So, that's my hunting buddy. All grown up, we hunted public land in Ohio. We hunted everywhere together. So we'd get this public land in Ohio, and he's shitting 10 times a day. When we get where we're hunting, he's shitting there, and when we get to his tree stand, he's shitting underneath his tree stand he is shitting. So we pull up this public land. We was way early, so he's like, well, we'll just kick back here in the truck, wait a little bit before we head in. He's like, I got shit. I was like, all right. So he got out of the truck, went over his bank, and he's doing his diddance, and so when we went over the bank, it's on a big deer trail. He was down there shitting, and he thought deer was coming down the trail, but I guess he kicked a rock or something that rode down the deer trail, so he kind of jumped, startled him. Couldn't find out. He got back in the truck, and I was like, you shit on yourself? He's like, I don't think. That's we turned the cab light on. He reached down. He was like, oh, fuck. He had shit all over the back of his leg and his pants. So when he travels, he takes like totes with him, all of his hunting clothes. Like when we go on a hunt trip, he like this the public land hunt for a day in Ohio. He has a tote with every piece of camouflage he owns in it.
Mm-hmm.
So he got out, threw him over a tree branch by the truck and put new camouflage on. We went hunting him all day, whatever. So he's coming back. We got back home, dropping off his house. His little girl come running out. She's probably 7, 8 years old. He said, grab daddy's clothes back there and throw them in the washer. It's like, all right. She jumped in the back of the truck and grabbed his britches and slung them over her shoulder and just shit all down her back. I was like,
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, he's like kind of like, you know, we have Mexicans that work for us, HCA workers bring in every year and work in the bike and stuff. And, you know, like they've never shit a turd in their life. He's kind of like them, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
kind of sits down and just
Yeah. Like, loves ice cream. We stop, we get an ice cream cone, and halfway through the cone, he throws it down. And we got to pull over the side of the road, and he's shitting in the ditch.
Yeah.
And then he gets back in the truck and starts eating ice cream cone again. And I was like, man, I just quit eating ice cream. You know?
right.
I mean, it's
I'd probably just try to figure out what's
we're just
times a day.
but he. Yeah.
I had him with me for a few days.
Yeah.
For a few days this year. Yeah, you don't leave the camp until he shits.
A lot,
Sure.
and
And you always travel with
you'll
toilet
get a lot
paper.
of texts. He's like, and like he's killed some big ass deer. Like he's a fucking killer.
He's
and
killer.
but a lot of them's like, I just get out of my stand and shit. He's like, big deer's coming in, and short like
Sure as shit.
he's killed a lot of freaking
Sure
booners.
shit. No,
within
no pun intended.
10 minutes after taking a shit at the bottom of the tree.
You know what's funny is Ashley and I had this conversation because admittedly, I'll just come clean. We were at the red blind, and I'm like, I got in the blind, and we were driving, and Mike and I were talking. I was like, I felt my stomach like, fuck. Like, I got shit. I'm like, no.
Somebody shit in the wood lot.
Yeah. We was in there
They
feeding
put
a day.
flagging up.
Yeah,
At
we
least
was,
they were nice to put flagging up.
yeah,
to
we was in there
warn you.
feeding a day and seen some white flagging up in the.
Oh, that's
It's like it's like a construction site. They mark it for you.
But yeah, we got the redneck blind. I'm like, I got shit, Ashley. And thankfully, her nose is running like crazy. So she had the next roll, she had a roll of toilet paper in her book bag and her camera bag. And we got our stuff loaded up, and I'm like, well, yeah, maybe I don't have to shit. I'm like, I'm gonna go pee though, so I'll take this toilet paper with me just in case. So I squatted down and got the toilet paper. Like, no, I'm good. I got shit.
Yeah.
So I went and I had to shit it out there, but I was like, damn it. Like,
Oh,
this
so
is
that's why you only
embarrassing. So
saw
then
3 deer.
yeah, well, that's actually the night that we saw like 30 plus
30.
deer.
Yeah.
They're
But-
attracted to the smell of corn.
Well,
Yeah.
I was asking Ashley, I knew she wasn't gonna know. But I was like, you think deer like shit smell bothers them?
No.
She's like, I don't know.
No.
I think so, right? It's just poop. So I
No.
Googled it. I was looking it up, and like it's kind of mixed reviews, but most of the time on Archery Talk, they're like, you're good to go. Like it's just poop.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Sure enough, like we're out there. We're sure as shit. We're out there, and we got swarmed by 30 plus deer. None of them cared.
Yeah.
You know, that's
All
kind
right,
of
we're all
that
mammals.
question.
We'll have-
All right.
The peeing
We're all
from the
mammals.
stand
Yeah,
is
we'll have
always a
The pee and
huge
stand.
stop.
Oh, that,
we'll have
Yeah,
people
drives
roll
me
in, they'll
crazy.
come out with pee bottles, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are y'all doing? They're like,
Happy house.
yeah, it's like, well, you know, a big scrape right there where all the deer is hitting. Like
We pee.
the
piss-
reason
we
they're
pee
coming
in
to us
Yeah,
because
we
we
see
all
a
Pee
straight-
in it every
we
day.
piss.
Uh-huh.
I mean, all deer can smell is the ammonia in the
And
pee.
don't,
Right.
You
don't
know
buy
what
into
it
the
is.
lie that you got to wear rubber gloves to make these mock scrapes. I just grab the limb and spit a big old loogie on
Yeah, I've seen them do it many times.
Yeah.
and they'll come
I
right up
believe
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
believe
it's
it.
it's like
Well, I knew about the pee. I'm like, okay, I'm good on that. Like when I got pee on a stand, I just pee out the stand, no big deal. But I've never shitted like in the spot that I'm hunting where I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, like this is gonna be like
Nah,
where
you're
I'm
good.
at. Like I've never done it before. I've always shitted before I went out to hunt.
Yeah.
So,
You know what's Jordan? What do they call it?
mud falcon.
Mug falcon.
Yeah.
Tree stand.
Yeah.
I did many of them in Illinois my day. You put that special when we start wearing safety harnesses. You can lean back and just let her go.
Relax.
Yeah.
Speaking of all the shit stories, I got another one on old Thomas. He's got a lot of them.
Poor
Thomas.
Jack Thomas.
He's going. I mean, but
He's gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
He's got a bunch of other buddies, and they're like big time buddy hunting. They always go with each other and film each other's cell phones or just sit with each other in case. Especially Thomas takes a bunch of people hunting with him. Like he may be hunting a giant, but there's some good deer showing up. So if a good deer shows up that he ain't gonna shoot, he'll let his buddy shoot or whatever. So they went and he's hunting, I think it was a ladder stand, and his buddy took a climber and got above him to kind of film it, but he had to go like 5 foot above the ladder stand to be clear where he could shoot if one of the other boats come in or something like that. Well, anyways, his stomach started roaring. He said, man, I've got to shit. Thomas said, well, climb down here and go shit. He said, I can't. He said, well, fucking go around the backside of the tree. And so he went around the backside of the tree and let mud falcon go. and it hit a limb and splattered on every single step of the ladder step.
Oh no!
He's like, what the fuck? So,
Jeez.
every freaking run of the ladder stander.
Well, I don't know Thomas, but it sounds like his poops probably aren't solid.
No. Well, no, Thomas was the one in the ladder stand, his buddy.
Oh, this buddy. Oh, okay.
Did it then.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah.
Damn,
I mean,
Thomas can't escape the poop though.
well,
Yeah.
he's got some, like,
Well,
I grew up.
Tom.
Thomas
with-
is
tell this story.
hilarious.
I'll protect the names so they
I
so
wouldn't
they
Thomas all
won't.
over. I can think of some more.
get out
I
on
hunted
it.
many years
Just
with him.
say Thomas.
A couple of guys, yeah. Actually, his name, no. So, anyway, a couple guys in Buck Commander, we always like to watch footage and they're just dying laughing. You guys got to see the footage we got today. All right, let's check it out. Pop it up on the screen, and back to back, they both took a dump.
Yeah.
What?
At the same time.
Back to
took
back?
a dump. Their weight against each other,
And shit.
pants down, and they're laughing. I mean, tears in their eyes, laughing as
That's-
they're doing this.
I bet we could narrow these names down. He said Buck Commanders.
Yo.
I bet I can cross a couple off the list that probably wouldn't do that.
One is an owner, and the other is a cameraman.
Yeah. I guarantee you. Narrow them down.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
another
that's
time,
that's a true friendship.
another time, an owner put the camera at the front of the truck, pointed backwards, and did a bumper dumper.
Hell
No,
yeah.
So do
so
a bumper dumper.
The best place, I don't know if y'all know this or not, on a pickup truck to take a shit is not by the bumper. You open your door up, you can lean right back in between the door and the floor bed right there. Rest your arm on the
Yeah, but-
on the
Oh,
floor
yeah.
bed and arm on like a little shelf right there on the bottom of your door. That's the best place to do it.
I caught Scotty when we were in in South Dakota. We were doing prairie dog hunt camp, and
Prairie dogging?
he was prairie dog, all right. But he had to take a bumper dumper, and he was in front of the truck just dumping away, and I'm like, gosh, this would be funny. So I just got to my phone and I was underneath the truck from the backside, and I'm like, God dang, that's a giant
Video.
pile of poop. And then all I saw was his fingers and told me he like flicked it off out of the shit. I didn't tell him nothing, and I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. It's like probably one of the best videos I posted on Facebook. That's like 30,000 fucking.
Showed any warning.
What am I looking at? It was hilarious.
That's like that guy we rolled up the other day over here.
Yeah.
At the elk.
Where you killed? So where you killed at? We was
True story.
baiting and changing batters on the very south side of that field. So we drove all the way across the field, went there by Fader, come up the gravel road. I was like, who the hell's this? There's a vehicle parked down the gravel road.
Just like a random truck.
Random truck. I was like, what the hell? We got closer. All of a sudden, he stood up. He was taking a big old shit right in front of the street. He was driving down the gravel road and pulled down there taking shit. So we just drove right by. We didn't make eye contact. I said, man, I've been there before. I don't want to.
As long as you don't look them in the eye.
Yeah,
Just keep
if that
going.
knew over, we could have stopped and said, well, what you doing? Well,
How's it going,
we
bud?
know what it is.
Look like I'm doing, buddy.
Eating the shit.
Yeah. He was in a fucking bind.
That's what I told them. I said, we on these big grain farm stuff. I said, you see these shop towels laying around and stuff that they didn't blow out of a truck or a combine. Just leave them laying. Don't pick them up. Them farmers are. That's what they're.
That's not a snot rack for later.
It's the same on wind turbines. If you ever go around like a wind turbine, if you see shop towels laying,
Leave them be.
Just don't touch them.
Leave them be.
Do not touch them. They're full of food.
Extra gloves laying
Big
around.
cans of socks and shit
socks.
stories.
Tell them about it's not shit, but the awful joke you played on me. Was it yesterday, 2 days ago, when I had to take a piss outside the blind? About Mike?
Oh, yeah.
He got me so good, and I was petrified.
Oh,
Come clean.
she had to go pee and stuff. So, she went out there.
That's at the ground
It
blind.
was on the ground blind one, and Mike had texted me something, and she's like, "What did you?"
You had dropped us. You had dropped us off, and then you left, and I was watching the road, and we were both like, "We got to pee or whatever." And you didn't have to or something. I was like, "Well, I have to pee." So I go out there, and then I come back in, and Jacob's like sitting there, and he checks his phone. And he goes big eyed. He's like, "Mike just texted me." I was like, "What?" Look, he's like, he asked if Ashley just took a piss outside.
She goes outside or no?
Hilarious.
It was the funniest part. She just looked at me. I grabbed her. I said it. I said it right to her. And she's just like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, she's saying it. She's like, I'm just joking. She's like, "You asshole." Like, why would you say that? I'm like, I don't know. It just popped in my head.
It was funny at the moment.
Because like, we were out there, and she knows, like, before we started hunting, she's like, "Where are all the cameras at, just in case, and everything else." I'm like, "Well, they're on the feed and stuff."
He's sitting at the row with spotting scopes. Like, why these some bitches ain't been seeing no shooters? I'm going to find out what they do.
Back to the stabbing cabin. Talking about nudity. You're bringing on a story here. So I got Adam's son Drake, and Drake is at the time, I think he was 13, yeah, because he was a teenager, and he was as innocent as they come, And we're driving back to Rochi's there at the E3, and there's this Camaro parked on the side of the road, a teal colored Camaro, and there's a old house across the road there. And I thought I saw something. And Drake said, "Mike, there's somebody at that house." I'm like, I thought I saw somebody. So we pulled in there real quick. And God's honest truth, there was this 200-pound white gal getting the train pulled on her by two black guys.
No way.
The one boy was in the front, and the other one was in the back. And the lookout guy was the one, and he must not have said nothing. And said, "Hey, finish up." And we pull around, and Oh, it was a sight to behold.
Oh, I bet it was.
I'm talking hail damage like you ain't seen lately. Oh, still haunts me to this day.
What'd you tell Drake? Thank you, Daddy.
Drake says, Mikey, what are they doing? I said, God's honest truth. I said, Drake, I do not know, but that is gross. I was like, you're going to have to ask Adam about that.
Blinders, Drake.
That's above my pay grade. So from that day forth, the house to this day is still known as the Oreo house.
The Oreo house. Man, when I was in basic training, the drill sergeants told us that all the time. Like when, because like naturally in groups of people, you just kind of like flock, like humans just kind of flock together how we're melee, and just naturally it seems like you have a group of black guys over here, a group of white guys over here, a group of Mexicans over here. It's like they all kind of flock to their own colors, like almost like just naturally segregate. It's kind of one of those things. Not that we didn't like each other, it's just kind of like getting common things and everything else. But the drill sergeants would always come by, and they'd be like, No, this ain't gonna work. You need to make an Oreo here. Like, get a white guy over here. You pull a black guy over here. You pull a brown guy over there. And like, you need to mix them up. It's like, so they would say that all the time. Like, nope. We need to see Oreos. I don't want to see two black guys come and talk to me. I want to see two white guys come out and talk to me. You need to make an Oreo if you're gonna come talk to me. It's like, all right, fair enough. But when they were talking about Oreos, we weren't talking about double teaming each other. Like, we were Eiffel Towering each other. Like,
the Oreo house. The Oreo house.
Let's pull that just a little bit closer to you. Do you have any crazy like that happen in Mexico? Maybe not like that, but per se.
No Oreo house stories, that's for sure.
You probably had some crazy shit happen in Mexico.
Some of the stories about trying to sleep with the Mexican guides in the camp.
Oh yeah, trying to stay in a house full of Mexicans is a experience for sure, because they definitely want to stay up and party and raise hell. So.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Mexicans do know how to party though.
No, yeah, Mexico's a good time.
I lived in El Paso for about 40 years, and I'm like, I've been to some Mexican parties, and they are a good time.
Yeah,
they're wild. Especially, I suppose, like, so when you're out there guiding in Mexico, is there a lot of Mexican guides too?
Yeah. Where I guided Acuna, Guerrero, where I did whitetail guiding, there was Mexican guides. Yeah. Everywhere I've guided in Mexico, there's Mexican guides as well.
So yeah,
it was pretty much all Mexicans and me.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
So he had, when I went on that management hunt, like if you've been there before, like you go sit by yourself, you could pretty well tell, the age class deer you want to shoot, but not, you had a guide sit with you, say shoot or don't shoot. Well, a Mexican, he probably could speak English, but he wouldn't let you know he could. So I didn't get a hunt with him. I'd love to, but one of my guys we went with, he sat in the blind with them. And so the deer come in, he'd pull up his binos. He's that shooter, he'd pull his binos, he'd go. And just sit there. He'd be sitting in blind. He'd be just doing his own thing because didn't act like he didn't speak English. And another buck come in, is that a shooter? He'd be. And then all of a sudden one walk in, is that a shooter? He'd be like, you can say you sit there all morning or all afternoon with them, just looking at deer through knife, like yeah or no.
Yeah. You know why? You know why those Mexican guides were on Xanax? For Hispanic attacks.
Damn, Mike.
I can't
catch them.
We was talking about all these hunting camp stories and stuff. So basically, the first year I only ever went on guided hunts, January, and I got invited back. So I came up the next year to a rut hunt. And so we had a camp full of people, and I was getting there late at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and the outfitter told me, it's like, yeah, when you get in, go in here, go upstairs, first bedroom on the right. He said there's 2 beds in there. Just take the empty bed. There's a big guy sleeping. I'm all right. So rode in camp, I was 21, 22, just rode in there, got up when everybody's asleep, walked upstairs, kind of be quiet. There's a guy sitting there snoring. I was ruffling through shit, trying to get a pair of shorts, slide on shorts, go to sleep. And all of a sudden, light came on and I flickered, and this guy sat up in the bed. And so he's in tighty whities, laying on top of the comforter, like 340, 50 pounds, with a ski mask on. He slept in a ski mask. And he rustled through a bag, and I was like, what the fuck? And he looked up, he said, you want a piece of candy?
What the fuck is
like,
going on?
I was like,
Little boy, you want some candy?
So this big old white American guy, this bald head, this white, like, ski mask. He slept in a ski mask with the eye holes and mouth holes. It's a full mask and whitey tighty sitting there. This bald as me, but this white chest hair stuck out everywhere. And he's wrestling through. He was by his bed wrestling through. He said, you want a piece of candy? I was like, oh, no, what the fuck have I got myself into?
What am I going to do with candy?
You and your candy. What am I going to do with candy with all that chest? Lay there in bed with like clenching my covers all night, just staring at the ceiling, just kind of eyeballing around like, what's
the candy?
No, sir. But like we come in late at night, he'd be sitting there, they had like 3 different living rooms in this lodge, and he'd be in one by himself, like pitch dark, all the lights off, watching reruns of Wheel of Fortune with a ski mask on. Like he slept at late night, he wore a ski mask. I don't know no idea.
You never got an answer from him.
No, I don't know why he wore a ski mask. But this same guy, like that was back before Illinois allowed like crossbows year round, but you had to have a medical.
I know why he wore the ski mask.
Yeah.
He didn't want you to see him coming.
Yeah.
Literally.
That could be it. Yeah. So then the next year I started guiding, and he was a regular. Well, you'd get him to a tree stand, good old man. I mean, good hard, but you'd climb up a tree stand, you screw in a bow hanger, you'd hang his crossbow up, you'd hang his backpack, you'd get everything ready, climb up there and sit down, go hunting. All right. So get down now, you had a target for him to shoot his crossbow into to unload.
Decoy.
Mm-hmm.
So got everything out of his tree. He got down, I climbed up there, brought his crossbow back down, laid it down, went there, and all of a sudden we got in the truck, and I was like, heard the tailgate drop, and I was like, all right, and boom, was like, I jumped out of the truck, I had 3 other guys in my back seat with me. He just dropped my tailgate and fucking fired his crossbow right at the target sitting in the bed of the truck.
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
Sitting on the ground. Like, what the hell?
Your insurance policy's up to date?
Yeah. I was like, what the shit?
Hey, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Golly.
Yeah, but that still haunts me at night.
Is that kind of like the trust?
You want some candy?
That's kind of like the trust fall.
It was like,
You want some candy? Hell no.
I mean, it's
That's a little more serious than the trust fall.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Oh my gosh, was it a raven?
This was before Ravens.
Thank
Okay, that's good. You
Yeah.
probably would have blown through your truck. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But are we all staying best? How long have we been going for?
2 hours.
Okay.
Plus.
Well, it's probably
Probably
a good
kill
place to
most
wrap her up
time.
once we
Yeah.
Yeah, it's midnight.
finish her up with it says midnight?
Yes,
It's midnight?
it's midnight.
Mike and I are both like, yes.
Oh shit.
It's midnight.
It's been 3 hours. We got a 3-hour one.
All right. Well, hey, at least we're all tagged out.
Yeah, we can sleep in a little
That's
later.
right. That's right.
I may have to get out there tomorrow. I got
You
a
go out there
tag
tomorrow?
in my pocket.
Nice, Peanut. Get on out there. You deserve it.
Yeah.
What was that
I don't
song?
know.
What was that
I
song?
don't know.
That song about tags in my pocket. There was some song years ago. I got $40 in my pocket.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
I got 40 tags in my pocket.
Yeah. Because I can't kill nothing. They call me 007. 0 deer, 7 snacks.
I like that. That's a good one. That sounds like, what is that? You guys come up with that on Buck Commander?
No, I saw it somewhere. I can't remember where. 0 deer, 0 something, and 7 little Debbie snacks.
You got a great voice to sing that song, I think, though. It sounds great.
What song?
That song you just sang.
Oh.
All right, Taylor, we're going to take another shot and we're going to bounce out of this business match, dude.
I'm ready.
All right.
Kill bottle shot.
Yep, might as well start her off. All right.
How many deer have you each had? Like this, as you've guided this season?
Oh, boy, I don't even know.
I have no idea.
What was the question?
How many deer?
How many deer?
Like, oh, I
Like-
you guys.
Like per guide?
Kills. No, for your whole season, yeah. Probably killed. but-
Oh, gosh.
I have no idea.
It's a bunch.
It's a
I
bunch.
know I've personally been given 5 deer.
Yeah. Just that you're taking the meat
Just
off.
that I'm taking the meat from.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, you want some? Get your ass up and get some.
Do it.
Hey, come over here in front of the camera, Jamie. God damn.
Jamie never gets in front of the camera.
Bullshit. He doesn't want to get beer bongs during the
Tell-
Parks and whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we need to hear the best cop story you've got from pulling somebody over. The craziest.
I was just gonna shimmy me over.
I know what she's.
I've been asked that before, and I don't have a very good, crazy story. We have had a man run naked through the town in that
Break
climate.
the tank.
We had,
break the tank.
yeah,
It reminds me of my brother-in-law, Frank.
Yeah.
we were actually in a meeting upstairs at the fire station, and so I'm county, and it came in as a town call, so the PD guys were there, and it came in. It's a naked man running through, bothering people, and so we look at the PD guys, we're like, that's your call. And we watched him leave when we stayed for the meeting, but
Dead asshole.
So I got a couple of my good buddies back home, like game wardens, and I wish they was here to tell the story because I can't tell like they can. But so they set up a fake deer one night over in back rows, just trying to get somebody to shoot at it. Well, so this car come driving by, slowed down, shined the light, shot, went up the road, turned around, came back, shot, and they threw the lights on the guy. Well, they pull him over in this. I don't even know what his name is. I'm just gonna say Carl. Like, Carl, what are you doing? Like, why are you out shooting deer with spotlight? It's like, and he has, I guess, was like hair lips, like stutters. He like or talked real bad. And he was like, like whatever. Like it was like he couldn't talk real plain. And it, but he could. My buddy, the game warden, could talk this like him. He's like, man, well, he said, well, you know, they was getting them out of the vehicle and they went to search his vehicle or whatever. And there's this cup, like a Tupperware container full of this white stuff. And they're like, what the hell is this, Carl? He's like, well, like he couldn't tell. He's like, that's my rooster cum. They's like, what? He raised fighting chickens. So he had a tub of rooster cum.
oh,
He's like,
Ew.
selling to breed chickens. Like, my rooster cum. Like, you know,
oh my god!
that was always worried about. He's like, you know, take me to jail, give me a fine, whatever. Don't take my rooster cum. He's like, what the hell? Yeah.
Well, speaking of that does bring up a memory of something. No, nothing about roosters.
Are you sure we want to go there with this story?
Let's be careful
We
here.
do come across,
Jacob?
some very unique individuals. Oh, no, this doesn't how those work. So I sometimes think I get the bad luck of the draw when there's a bunch of us and we're involved in something. And anyways, there was a situation that happened. I had a backpack that I was looking through, and somebody had gotten extremely creative with PVC pipe and homemade slime. And it made a homemade pocket pussy. And it was very well used. And so I'm sitting there pulling this shit out of the backpack, hoping to find, an ounce of meth or something. And I find it, and I'm
Did you
looking, I was
have
like,
latex gloves?
oh.
Did you have latex gloves on for your protection?
Oh, I'm like a double glover, like all the way. because-
That's good. Slime and
The
PVC.
small town communities, what some people can come up with.
Oh my god!
Whoever you are, sir, Temu is super cheap.
Yeah,
You don't have to
Right, you're
sort
over
of PVC and slime.
yeah. With any police work or first responder work,
You get to see it
definitely
all.
some sights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell,
that's
us, tell us a good one, Taylor.
Yeah. We don't have enough time for this.
Well, we might have to come back and get some. First responding stories are always fun.
Got to save it
Yeah.
for the next time you're here.
That's right. That's right.
More story time.
Awesome. Well, hey, I really appreciate you guys coming on. This has been an absolute blast. This is a good one.
It's funny how poop can bring on some good
Oh, yeah, we
stories.
had a lot of poops.
We had a lot of
Big
poop
bucks.
stories.
Big bucks and pooping.
Poor Thomas.
That's right. That'll be the fucking title of this show.
Big bucks. Big bucks that make you poop.
But no, I can't thank you guys enough, Peanut, Taylor, Mike. This has been an absolute blast. Like, we've had an absolutely great time. So thank you so much for having us in and everything else. And, I guess, good luck to the guys sleeping.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going out tomorrow. They get the best day of the
They
whole
really
gun
do.
season.
They really
These
do.
last days.
So hopefully they drop some hammers.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got a bunch showing up now in daylight finally, so I should have pretty good luck tomorrow.
The weather's right tomorrow.
That's right.
They're going to be sitting in that comfortable. Well, Bobby is, isn't he?
Yeah,
the redneck.
he's gonna be redneck.
Yeah,
he'll
redneck
be
blind with
a
bloody
heater.
Oh yeah, I got him.
Yeah, he breaks out the heater for the elderly.
Damn it. I didn't even know Peanut had heaters.
What?
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot again, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, man.
You bet. Our pleasure.